77, the longest running Super Smash Bros. Ultimate offline weekly in San Diego. And today for the first round, we're going to be starting off with AP Capoleon and Kiboflu.
Yes, sir. So we got them just setting up at the station, just waiting for Kiboflu to get everything set up, and we'll be seeing.
And this is going to be interesting. It seems like AP Capoleon is ready, seems to be picking the Link. So we're going to see what the matchup's going to look like against this Link.
I'm not seeing what who Kiboflu plays.
Yeah, definitely. We're not seeing anything yet.
A Link match is always interesting to me, especially if they use their projectiles in the best way.
Yeah, definitely, right? I mean, you have a number of projectiles, and now going up against the Wolf. Wolf has a pretty good skill set to deal with people that have projectiles. We know that Link has the arrow, the bomb, and the boomerang.
Oh, and just
and it looks like a disconnect. Are we going to be performing a button check? Nope, it seems like we're getting right into it. Yeah, well, yeah, you have to change it to 1.
True.
We're just getting some minor fixes right here.
Okay.
Alright, so Kiboflu getting the grab. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Now let's see if they're going to be able to have a nice presence off stage, but unfortunately not. Now back on the stage. Let's see what they're able to do.
Definitely good to see the projectile pressure from Apika.
Yeah, definitely.
While he's on stage.
These shields are getting low right now, so now they're putting them away, kind of running away from each other. A little Wolf last this stage, but a little too risky and got punished for it.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with that side.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh, but the forward smash gets the kill. Both of these characters seem to have like very similar nairs, you know, so they're just trying to get each other out of the air with these nairs. Ooh, wait.
Really good combo stars at lower percents.
And the parry, ooh, the bomb. Keeping a nice presence off stage, and that F-tilt is gonna send.
Knows how to edge guard well with all those projectiles.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's something that you gotta be careful about with characters that are zoners, you know, like once you get off stage, they have a number of tools in their repertoire to use against you, and being able to reflect that boomerang to hit AP Capoleon. Ooh, a nice jump over with the back air. There's like a nice sophisticated dance between two warriors, one from space and one from Hyrule.
We're going to see both players pretty good at neutral. I think they were having some friendlies earlier, so they probably got pretty used to how each other plays.
Yeah, I saw them using different characters with each other earlier.
Oh yeah.
And so far, pretty even with the percents. Like we're just gonna look to see if we can out-neutral one another, you know?
Yeah, this is so far pretty even game. Could go either way.
Ooh, being able to use the...
My god, but the down smash 2 frame.
How beautiful. He was able to tech that. That recovery was gonna be good, but that down smash 2 frame, just deadly. The claws coming out. Ooh, being able to spot dodge right there. How is he gonna punish? Alright, still being able to safely get back on the stage. Overextended. Ooh. That pivot grab whiffing a little bit.
Not sure that might have been this in the air.
The down smash, he gets punished for, he gets hit with the nair. Ooh, and the up smash, being able to connect and actually kill. I wonder if that was a DI issue or just caught them off guard.
Might have just caught him off guard because I didn't think he was going to get hit by that.
Yeah, definitely not. Me neither. Alright, so far looking like AP Capoleon has a very high percentage. Ooh, and being able to hit with the back air to claim the game. So it looks like Kiboflu is up 1 over AP Capoleon. We are doing a total of having to win 2 games in order to move on. But so far, it seems like Kiboflu is really understanding the timing, being able to reflect the boomerangs when it matters the most.
If I do believe an AP to pull this back, he's playing Link incredibly well.
Yeah, definitely.
Projectiles. Let's see.
All right. And it seems like AP Capoleon just brought out the Mario. Can the Mario counter the Wolf?
It's going to be interesting to see this change up, as Mario is just more up close combat.
Oh, nice. Being able to get the back air to the grab to the up throw, not being able to connect, but so far, looking like he's able to maneuver a little better.
Yeah, hopefully going to see some good Mario combos.
Oh! That was real nice, being able to chain up the 2 up airs to the forward.
Already got him up to 90% just
Seriously, this is looking like a new person. AP Capoleon. Is AP Capoleon a secret Mario main? Let's find out. Ooh, that forward smash still being able to connect, but luckily Mario's got that recovery. But it's looking like Kiboflu is not fooled at all. Fishing for the up smash and gets punished with the forward smash. It's still looking very close.
AP is still really good on the edge guard. Just needs a couple good hits to get
Double jump. Ooh, and the up smash taking that last stock.
for sure. So I'm just gonna be seeing some classic Mario combos here at the lower percents.
Yeah, right? Let's see how many up airs we can fit into one string.
That's the way to do it.
Definitely. I mean, with Wolf, you constantly want to be connecting with the fairs, you know, and then knock them off stage, and then just being able to hit them with that 2-frame. Ooh, being able to connect with that fair, but not interrupting the recovery, being able to get back on the stage.
Both play still really well against this Mario.
Yeah, seriously, Kabofu, what's going on here? Ooh, not being able to connect after the first up air, but still being able to escape the situation. Read the movement, but the shield came up right in time. Honestly, the shield pressure from both of these players is very good. They go from looking like giant spheres like Jawbreakers to tiny little dimes.
It's always interesting to see a couple players that are pretty evenly matched play. Because this still could go either way.
Yeah, right? It comes down to the decisions that you make in neutral, you know? Like, are you going for a lot of smashes or are you going for mostly tilts? And look at that.
Yeah, you gotta pick your defensive and offensive pretty well.
True. And then it's also depending on the punish game. If you whiff like one of those smashes, like how much damage are you gonna take for making that one mistake?
You can see right there, the Bofu just going. Look at.
Ooh, and A Pika using the flood, but still not being able to edge out Kiboflu. Going for the grabs, keeping him off stage, and that nair just connecting with like the very last frames.
Yeah, man, it's impressive to see how Wolf's nair is, how strong it is.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, Wolf, again, just a very strong character, but the back air being able to take out Kiboflu. We're now down to a one-stock situation. And this is where we see Mario excel a lot at the low percents, being able to land a lot of the up airs. But Wolf is going up in damage. Let's see how much they can get. And wow, being able to match the damage. Look at that. All right, AP Capoleon saying that the fight is not over. He still got more to prove, and the spot dodge on the stage, being able to avoid that forward smash. Very scary moment for AP Capoleon. Ooh, the back air being able to go. In an unfortunate situation, it looks like Kiboflu took both games over AP Capoleon, so Kiboflu moving on in the winner's bracket, and AP getting bumped down to the losers.
I could see AP bringing it back up.
Yeah, right? Will this be the redemption arc of AP Capoleon, you know?
I believe we are going to see.
Are they going to be going through the losers bracket with their Link and then just last second being like, hey, I also play Mario?
Mario's, I feel like, is a good counter pick when you go in with a Link.
Definitely.
It's completely opposite.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like AP Capoleon, it seems like they pick their characters accordingly, you know? It seems like their main is Link, being able to do like the distance stuff, the zoning and the whatnot, and then having the Pocket Mario just in case.
Oh, yeah. Pocket Mario is always good because he's kind of like a bread and butter type character, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So next up, we got Little Man versus, I can't catch that name just quite yet, versus Walla.
Walla.
All right, so let's see who these two players use. This would be very interesting to see.
Yeah, we have a good mix of players compared to last Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. Both Curb and I were here on Saturday. We were seeing a different mix of characters. We do see some reoccurring faces. Like we got our boy Corbin here, the resident Steve Main. We're gonna be able to see him create some carnage.
And there we go. Switch just got a little disconnected.
Oh yeah,
there.
well. And hey everyone, just as a reminder, we got Sink or Swim going on every Thursdays. We're open from 5 up until 7, and around 7 is when we officially start the tournament. Also, we have the Saturday events where we start the tournament at around 12, but it's open from 10 to 12, so you can feel free to come on in, play some friendlies.
Oh yeah. tournaments on Saturday are definitely the place to be.
Yeah, we apologize. Still trying to figure out the audio issues over here. But in the meanwhile, if you can hear us, that'll do for us. In the future, we'll be fixing these issues. So everything could be coming to you very high quality.
So we got them just setting up some.
Yeah, just setting up their names, setting up their controllers. It is very interesting to see the mix here. I do see another Wolf over there being played. I do see a Lucas. I am really liking the mix that we're seeing.
Oh, yeah. Earlier in friendlies, we were seeing Kazi and Min. That I'd be excited to get on stream.
Yeah, Kazi and Min, such an interesting match because you can't forget about that meatball that Min has, you know, basically hitting like Kazuya.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it seems like we got some issues going on over there at Station 1.
Just waiting for them to get all set up there.
Are they just trying to find a unique O word, no other?
Just got to get that name just right.
It seems like they're still. Oh, it seems like.
Up with the controller.
Okay. They're just trying to fine tune it.
A Pro and a GameCube controller. So just doing some troubleshooting. Oh, it seems like they're Pro.
And it's just been announced. It looks like a Pro controller connected to Stage 1 is having some issues. Is anyone here a Pro controller doctor? We need the medical staff. Quick. Stat! Who has the micro screwdrivers?
The mic. Just take the controller apart right
now.
now.
Do it right now. Yeah. Stat. We need 100 cc's.
We need 2 AA.
Dude, if only. Do you remember those days? Like where you just had to throw a double A into everything? The freaking Wii remote.
I had a stack of AA's in my room. Just like probably corroding away before I used them.
I actually did have a Wii remote that I could not use because I had like corroded it.
Yeah, same.
Alright, it looks like we're actually able to get started here. Both players being able to get their names set up. Again, this is Little Man versus Walla. Ooh. Walla picking the Bowser. Picking that nice green. Ooh. Hovering over the DDD. Let's see what we're going to be looking at right here. Oh, a Villager.
Up against Bowser.
Alright, one of the lightest characters in the game versus the Heavy. The Premier.
Because Bowser is still fast for him.
Yeah, we're talking about King Koopa versus the Mayor.
Little Man starting it off with a taunt.
Oh, wow. All right. Being able to slow down the gameplay right there. Just standing right at edge, but taking a little bit of damage because of it. Ooh, that down tilt connecting. But again, we got to remember, Villager, it's got a nice recovery. Very slow. So being able to intercept off of that, but if you go low enough, Bowser really can't do anything about it.
True, yeah, he's got a limited
range. Being able to spot dodge the command grab, just reading that he was going to go for that option.
But still getting caught by the up B out of shield from Bowser.
And I will say right now, I'm a little biased. I play a lot of friends that play Bowser at home, and dang, that up B, man.
Bowser's a good character. He's got a lot of good
a very good character. That his dash is unnecessarily fast.
Oh, yeah. I still can't get over the fact that someone told me that
Ooh, and being able to take the stock landing almost 30 damage with that command grab right there. So this is going to be a game of, can Villager outspeed the Bowser, or is the powerhouse going to come down on the Mayor? And being able to land the spike with the recovery off stage, look at this.
Yeah, Little Man definitely got some reads in on that.
Yeah, just because his name is Little Man doesn't mean you count him out.
That first dog might have just been to feel him out, see what he goes for.
Yeah, exactly. They might just be reading each other right here. But dang, that powerful tool, that command grab, just being able to land at least a guaranteed 20% damage right there.
Reads from both players right now.
Ooh, that was nice being able to land the parry, but couldn't survive the onslaught coming from Little Man.
Yeah.
Let's see how this off-stage pressure is at. Not being able to read the option of how they were going to go. Bowser having a sizable shield beam, and again, the command grab taking the second stock. Is this the situation what's going to look like for the third one as well? Ooh, being able to connect the fair to the up air, up tilt.
In my bias, I do want to see the Villager win, but I can appreciate that both these players are
but
really well.
But right now, Walla just walling out Little Man, and ooh, reading the normal get up, throwing up the shield to the up smash. Honestly, looking a little lopsided here. Walla just being able to show a nice demonstration over Little Man, but can the mayor?
And Bowser is, you gotta remember, Bowser's got the big hitboxes, quick frame data with the up smash and up B.
Yeah, definitely. And if we're actually just comparing frame data, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Bowser has better frame data than Villager.
That's tough. I don't know.
I know, right?
I don't know the details, but
yeah,
Bowser definitely has better frame data than he deserves, I want to say.
Yeah.
And that's not just because I got beat by Bowser too
And then because all of his moves are slow as well, they just stay out there for so long, you know? If you just get hit by the straight neutral B, that fire, that flame breath is going to lead you to 40%.
Oh, yeah. If you
all
don't
right.
get out of it, it keeps you locked in there as well.
Choosing Smashville. It doesn't seem like any of the players today are picking any select songs. I know last time we were commentating, people were playing some crazy music. Just trying to play some mind games. Ooh, looking like Little Man's going with the jigs. Okay.
Staying with the little theme, though.
And we still got the military green Bowser versus the sleepy time hat jigs.
This health juice Bowser over here.
Health juice Bowser, yes indeed. Yeah, we got the Nectar Health Cup, and wow, reducing that shield to almost nothing.
Yeah, Bowser's gotta be careful.
Ooh, getting the parry, being able to land that guaranteed damage right there. You think you can escape? No, sir. Alright, seems like Little Man is understanding the assignment, just being able to stay up in the air, hitting the top half of Bowser.
Oh yeah. Playing as Bowser, you want to try to either stay away from shield or only do what you know for sure is safe.
Oh yeah, definitely. And wow, look, them being able to land so many fares just on Bowser, doing the drip. Ooh!
Oh my god.
Reading that they were going to pound and being hit with that big meaty fist. And again,
that elf tilt is crazy with how much power.
And Jiggly was at what, 90-something%? Just being knocked out. Ooh, being able to land the back air, and now two stock situations, 0%.
Jigglypuff is the balloon Pokemon, so Bowser with all these spikes, easy to pop him.
I know, right? When a character looks like a sphere, are they going to be treated like a ball on the court, you know? Is Bowser just looking like LeBron James right now?
Yeah, Bowser is just dribbling this Jiggly all over the place.
Ooh.
But
it just seems like Walla is still doing what his name suggests, just walling out the Jigglypuff. Look at this. Ooh, throwing out that back air, not being able to connect.
Yeah. Little Man is going for good options. He's just getting caught out by Walla.
Yeah, definitely. It just seems like Little Man is being thrown around from
like
side to side, and the up tilt being able to connect. All right, seems like Walla's just gonna chill right under that platform, being able to throw out different options. Ooh, I thought we were about to see a string.
Yeah, it's crazy to even think that Bowser would be easy to juggle around with the Jigglypuff, but he's getting out of these combos pretty.
Yeah, is it a situation of DI or is it a situation of Bowser just being so heavy?
Right.
Ooh, unfortunately not being able to read that forward smash and suffering a consequence for it. Wow. A lot of damage being racked up.
I'm surprised they didn't kill Jiggly.
Honestly, any tilt move by Bowser right now could pretty much just end Jiggly.
Yeah.
Let's see how this can go.
Got to play pretty carefully on his last stock here.
Is he going to bring it out? Ooh, equal damage almost.
Oh my gosh.
Going for the saucy read. And again, we see the same situation of Walla just being able to keep Little Man like off the stage. Ooh, okay, going for the high recovery, missing the pound.
Definitely needs to mix it up.
Landing with the neutral air, nothing resulting, reading the roll, getting the back throw.
Yep.
And Walla with the 2-0 lead over Little Man. Little Man showing us that he does exactly what his name implies. He played both Villager and the Jigglypuff. So I'm just glad you're staying true to your name, Little Man. I respect that, okay? And we'll see you down in loser's bracket.
Both players stayed true to their names.
Yeah, Walla with the walling out.
Exactly. What else can you ask for?
Exactly, right?
Alright, so we're going to be seeing...
Alright, now we're about to get some new players showing up on Station 1. Again, I love seeing all the fresh faces that are here today. And hopefully we can get some more coming in the future. But we just saw so far commanding leads from both of the sets that we just saw with 2-0s. Let's see if this next game that we're going to see is going to be looking a little more even, or it's just going to be another dominating performance.
Yeah, I don't believe I've seen either of these players so far. We didn't get a good look at the friendlies today.
And listen to the dichotomy of this name. Soulbreaker versus Play-Doh.
Right.
We have someone that takes the game super serious and another person that maybe understands it's all a game.
Soulbreaker going to turn Play-Doh into whatever he wants, or is Play-Doh gonna just be able to morph around all of his moves?
Yeah, that's true. Can Soulbreaker break Play-Doh?
Play-Doh, you know, even if you break it, it still can come back together.
Yeah, true.
To see.
Unless you leave it outside the container.
We'll have to see how stale Play-Doh is, or if he's fresh out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, is Play-Doh stale or is Play-Doh fresh? Alright, Soulbreaker hovering over the Sephiroth. I definitely want to see Sephiroth versus Wolf, but we still don't know. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Both bringing out the classic skins.
Just a couple of villains.
Just a couple of villains showing up right here.
PS2.
What exactly is Sephiroth? Like, what kind of villain? Because you can classify Wolf as a space pirate, but...
Oh yeah. Sephiroth is just...
Destruction.
Destruction.
It's just sadness for everyone in the Final Fantasy games.
Just wants to destroy the world.
Alright, and so far, both of them pretty even coming out the gate. The up smash reading the roll in, being able to throw him up into the sky.
This is another interesting match because I feel like Sephiroth wants to keep that a distance.
Oh, and being able to read the roll in with the forward smash. So far, seeing like Play-Doh got the download.
Yeah, Play-Doh is being very malleable around all these moves that Sephiroth's throwing out.
How many puns can we make related to the Play-Doh?
Listen, if you have a name like Play-Doh, you gotta expect any jokes.
Yeah, seriously. How well can you mold? So far, them just dancing around each other. Seems like Soulbreaker understanding that using the distance against Wolf is going to be the key right here.
Soulbreaker going for a little bait, possibly with the...
Yeah, one of those back airs from Wolf. And look at that. The read from the jump, the up tilt. Again, Sephiroth being such a light character.
Right, yeah.
Sephiroth and Kirby, same weight. Doesn't that seem a little ridiculous? Yes, it is. But again, when you think about all the assets that Sephiroth has, we'll just have to see how it goes down.
Definitely balances out.
Alright, being able to get the down throw, but not being able to connect any other moves with it. Being able to land that. Ooh, the counter, but unfortunately, Play-Doh just jumping right out of it.
It's incredible to see the just amazing spacing that Soulbreaker has here on Sephiroth's sword.
Let's see. Ooh, trying to figure out the spacing situation and suffering a small punish for it. Ooh, and unfortunately, too much end lag at the end of that move.
Yeah, you really got time that Octo Slash perfectly.
Alright, let's see. Are they going to go for the edge guard? No edge guard, because again, ooh.
What a back air?
Did you see that sweet spot?
That was crazy.
Look at that. Alright, but now we're looking at a two-stock situation each, but with Play-Doh having a lead over Soulbreaker. Let's see if Soulbreaker can show us.
With Wolf and Sephiroth, if you just got a few hits in.
Ooh, slowly getting the damage up. Yeah, definitely.
But Sephiroth is going to try and keep you at a distance optimally.
Alright, just canceling that.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to give the illusion that he's going to throw it out, but we know that Wolf has the reflect. And the last thing you want to do is being hit by your own reflected projectile.
Maybe Soulbreaker's trying to bait out the reflect to get an easy sweet spot.
Yeah, to get a nice punish. We'll have to see the game plan, but it seems like Soulbreaker being able to even this out and wow, being able to read that recovery. And unfortunately, the counter not being able to catch the Wolf Flash. Wow, the dash attack launching so far up.
Ooh, gets the Octo Slash this time.
Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Now we're looking at an even game here and being able to land that, but still Wolf living.
Yeah, this is beautiful plays from the both players.
Yeah, seriously. The up throw not being able to kill, but still leading into a juggling situation, and another grab. Actually throwing out the projectile, but unfortunately being hit with the down smash as Play-Doh comes back on the stage.
Yeah, you gotta remember with all of these Sephiroth Strong's moves, he's got a lot of
them. Ooh, but right there, being able to read getting the F tilt for the kill. And now again, we're here to an even game.
It's amazing to see how even lots of these players are with each other.
Yeah,
it's great games to watch.
Yeah, seriously, like a lot of players seem to understand like the fundamentals of like their spacing when they use their shield, like their recoveries. Like for the most part, we haven't seen people being cheesed here.
Oh,
you know, like they end up off stage and players seem to respect each other
players
because
know their characters.
Ooh, and that was up smash versus up smash, and it looks like Wolf's just won out right there, slightly edged it out. Going for the hard read of the down smash, but unfortunately just not landing. Ooh, being able to land that up smash. Finding a lot of victory with that up smash right now.
You can just call out a couple rolls.
Seriously, just getting a lot of mileage. And
kill.
Plato getting the stock over Soulbreaker, taking game 1.
Interesting that every player that's won a game has been on player 1 side right now.
Oh, that's true,
There's
huh?
some luck at
The player 1 advantage.
You can't discount that, dude.
Confirmed found that P2 slot is actually a scam. All right, nice. Thank you, Pirate Knight, for the feedback. I'm glad that you can hear both us and the game as well.
That's right. We were.
Hope you're doing well tonight, Pirate Knight. All right, so let's see what our next game is gonna be. Is Soulbreaker gonna stay Sephiroth? Are we gonna go back to PS2? Let's see what the situation is looking like.
Seems like PS2 is a good, just neutral stage.
So Curb, I know you play a little bit of Sephiroth. If you were playing against a Wolf, where would you take a Wolf?
If I was playing against a Wolf, first of all, I would not play Sephiroth. But I would say probably stage with some short edges.
Yeah.
Like you just saw.
Alright.
Bowser.
And Soulbreaker actually going for what his name implies. He plays villains. This man plays villains. He stays true to his name. So far, I'm just seeing a lot of name loyalty. Plato, I don't know. I like the name, but Wolf doesn't really fit the name.
Plato's moving around like Plato. That's what you got.
Ah, there you go. You got the fluid movement, huh?
Exactly.
Alright, so let's see if Soulbreaker can flip this around. Being able to miss the up B, getting a small punish off of it, throwing it out once again, but the backer not being able to connect. Now we got 2 heavies going up against each other.
Bowser's definitely heavier than Wolf.
Oh, I mean, definitely, of course. We're talking about Bowser here.
I would hope so.
Let's see what these heavies with claws can do. Being able to land the down air, but not getting the up smash confirmed. Landing the Wolf Flash. And again, did you see that Nair? That was the world of Nairs colliding right there, and Wolf just beat out Bowser's.
Yeah, Wolf's moves have a lot of priority, I feel like.
And just again, being able to come on the stage so safely, not throwing out the fire.
Soulbreaker brings the match back in his favor.
Ooh, command grab, is that dead?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he definitely picked this stage for the platform.
Oh yeah, just being able, and look at this, almost 40 damage. What was I saying earlier? Again, if you just stand there and you get hit by that flame breath, you take a guaranteed 40.
Bowser's definitely got some pressure.
And look at this, it seems like a little bit of mental gymnastics being played. Plato already up to 90%. Let's see if Soulbreaker can bring this back. Ooh, Soulbreaker feeling himself and being able to hit. Oh, look at these reads. Okay, Soulbreaker, let's see what you're doing. You're being a little saucy right now. Alright, being able to get the down throw. Plato not doing anything else after that. Let's see how the edge guard goes and going for the F smash and the up tilt.
That up tilt has
taking out Plato. Soulbreaker looking like a new person right now. Let's see if Soulbreaker will be able to break the soul of Plato. And again, taking 31 damage from that flame breath.
Yeah, that flame breath is too good.
And you think just because you have invincibility coming off the platform, look at that, 52 damage again. Soulbreaker going off stage trying to go for the hard read, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Soulbreaker looking like a different person right here. Ooh, but the Nair being able to connect, no text, and you suffer the consequence right here.
Oh yeah, but you got Plato still at 73%. Soulbreaker still got 2 stocks.
Again, I'm not counting out Plato here. I'm just saying, unfortunately, that back air connected. Taking out Plato, and now we got a 1-1 situation. We're going to a game 3.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Soulbreaker's just going to stick with Bowser or go back to Sephiroth.
Yeah, are they going to bring on to Sephiroth and because they're feeling themselves, or are they going to stay as the Bowser?
Ganondorf, you know, there's a lot of villains to choose from.
And also now there is 2 players here that use that green skin for Bowser.
Yep.
We're gonna have to establish a battle of the Bowsers to see who wears the skin, you know?
See who gets to claim that health
Yeah. It's health juice Bowser, it's military school Bowser, whatever you want to call it. But now here, going to a game 3, this is very exciting. Oh wow, busting out the Richter. Okay, a very interesting choice.
Sticking with the green.
Okay, it seems like Soulbreaker is feeling themselves, or are they just trying to go for the random approach where maybe you'll never really understand where my base gameplay is at if I just switch up my characters all the time.
He's been playing Richter pretty well already with that.
Yeah, actually, you can tell he's got some experience here. Ooh, being able to carefully call that out right there. And again, seems like
definitely keeping Plato on his toes.
Yeah, Soulbreaker understanding the assignment.
Oh,
and
no.
wow, being able to edge him out. Plato suffering an early stock loss. That was less than 30 seconds, folks.
I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Soulbreaker definitely just...
Yeah, is Soulbreaker doing exactly what their name implies? Have they gotten inside the mentality of Plato?
He's looking like he is going to break his Plato.
Alright, trying to escape from the situation, but suffering a punish, going up to 78 damage. Let's see if Plato's able to close out this stock, or just going to keep getting edged out by Simone, by the young Simon. A little too saucy with that up smash read, but still being able to connect with the first two parts of the setup.
Plato's definitely going to have to play a bit different than he has been now to get into this ring.
Ooh, trying to go for the saucy back air. Nothing being able to connect so far. Both characters just playing some neutral right here.
Just trading some back and forth on each other's shield.
Yeah, we're just seeing some strong nooch being played right here. Ooh, the up smash read unfortunately whiffing and being hit. Alright. Seems like both players are just dancing around each other trying to figure out what's gonna be the next move right here. Richter being at kill percent, but also
ooh, the hard read.
reading that exactly, but just being able to snap the ledge just on time.
And Richter with the distance with that whip, you've got enough distance to go for those hard reads without any punishment coming for you.
Now I'm just wondering at this point if Soulbreaker was trolling us and he's not actually a Sephiroth main.
He just finished playing Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what, I'm just a big fan of this game. I actually just main Simon, and that's about it, and Bowser. Ooh. And being able to land that.
The perfect aim with the axe.
And now we got a 3-stock lead at high percentage. Plato be able to close it out. Being able to hit with the Nair going far out. Throwing out the down smash but not being able to connect. Ooh, unfortunately the greedy up smash read. You suffer a small consequence for that one.
Soulbreaker's precision with all of Richter's projectiles.
Yeah, right. Ooh, being able to trap Wolf out as he's rolled in on a stage. And is this going to be it? Unfortunately, not.
Soulbreaker bringing this back with a 3-stock.
Yeah, seriously, is Soulbreaker gonna 3-stock Plato?
Bring it back.
Alright, being able to reflect the holy water in. Oh, still no kill. Oh, Plato being knocked off. And the Wolf Flash being able to spike directly down, saying, respect my recovery.
After that, Plato's definitely the winner in my mind. Anytime I see a Wolf land that spike,
like they won in their head.
Oh yeah. Whose
soul actually got broken, you know? It just makes you wonder.
Yeah. Soulbreaker may win, but Plato's soul is still
But in our hearts, we'll still have to see how this is going. Is up throw gonna kill?
Oh my gosh.
And no, wow.
90 still doesn't kill?
Buff Simon? Buff the Belmonts? No kill throws whatsoever?
Nah.
Ooh, being able to land the dare. Not being able to hit with the axe. Ooh, parrying that, but no up smash connection,
yeah,
unfortunately.
Plato got this on lock now. He's got, ooh.
And being red, Soulbreaker taking the game over Plato 2-1. That was very entertaining.
That was a really good game.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that nice performance.
Soulbreaker brought it back.
Soulbreaker bringing out 3 different characters. Looking like Soulbreaker is a Bowser and a Simon main.
And a Sephiroth pocket?
Yes.
Pocket Sephiroth?
I like the strong questioning tone right there. Pocket?
I mean, he did lose the one game with Sephiroth, but he still played it really well.
He did. You know? He did play it well, but it seemed like the situation going on there was the spacing, being able to stop him and then being able to throw out that F tilt by Sephiroth.
It did seem like he knew Richter's spacing a little bit more than Sephiroth's with the whip and everything.
Dang, is this saying we already got 8 controllers paired to that console? All right.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know you could have that many controllers paired up.
All right, so while we figure out who's going to go up next. So far, from everyone that we've been seeing playing so far, Curb, who you liking?
So from the matches we've just seen on stream, I've got a soft spot for Apika, you know?
For Apika Polion?
I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan.
This is true, this is true.
Any Link or Zelda that I see, I'm going to automatically buy.
And it looks like Apika Polion was able to take 2 games over Hank. Apika Polion advancing to losers round 2. And right now we got Little Man going up against Skylander Dude. We got Lepton versus Mickery.
I will say I'm rooting for Little Man as well. I love an underdog, you know?
Definitely, right? We need the story of the underdog to carry us through. Who's going to have that loser's run? All right. We got our next players. So we got Lepton.
And Jactor.
So we're just going to update that situation here on stream just so you can see the name. From what I was seeing in friendlies, it looks like Lepton is a min-min main, but let's see if that situation changes here. So we got Jactor versus Lepton.
And this is...
We're on losers round 2, folks. Lepton 2-0 over Mickery. And then moving on. Folks, it is still very early here. We still have yet to see what the full competition is looking like. We don't know who's going to have the commanding lead over the other, but we've been seeing some very strong players so far.
Right now, I will put my theoretical money on AP Capolio.
Again, all this money we're discussing is theoretical, but if you place first, second, or third in this competition, you actually win money.
I'd say
so these
put
players
about $200 Monopoly dollars on AP Capolio.
AP Capolio? You really rooting for the underdog. Honestly, I'm really liking the display that we got from Soulbreaker earlier.
Oh, Soulbreaker
just
sure.
Being able to flex 3 different characters.
I'm going to make a hard call and say Soulbreaker and AP Capolio right now going to be in grand finals. But we still have yet to see Lepton and...
It looks like, well, let's just flip the names real quick. Now we got Lepton here. Look at the Min-Min.
We got Min-Min and Pokemon Trainer.
All right. Pokemon Trainer having so many tools being able to deal with Min-Min's pressure.
I love watching.
And again, Min-Min just coming at you from a long distance, being able to cycle between 3 different weapons. Bringing out the meatball for the first. Let's see if this meatball will be too much for Squirtle to handle.
I feel like Squirtle's got a small enough hitbox. Maybe not?
Yeah, no, not even. Just reading that approach.
This is an interesting matchup. I haven't seen this one too much.
Honestly. I feel like on paper you would try to bring out the Ivysaur because Ivysaur has like more distance tools, but it seems like using the speed of the Squirrel
I feel like right now
against Min-Min is
able to low profile a bunch of Min-Mins.
Yeah.
Like he keeps throwing out that side B, Min-Min could call it out and just go for a footstool.
Yeah, but still being able to escape just fast enough to get out of the range.
Yeah, Jactor definitely fishing for some sort of combo starter here with the side B down air. Just can't get it going.
Yeah, trying to go for some frequent side Bs. Let's see if a combo will arise from the situation. Still looking pretty even now, bringing out the Ivysaur. Oh, nice. Being able to get him off stage. Let's see if anything will result. Throwing out the early dare. And if any of you have played online, almost all of you have suffered that Ivysaur dare. Alright, the Charizard coming out, going for the up throw, but not being able to kill. Let's see if Jactor can clutch out the stock right here. Being able to clutch it out. Hitting with the tip of the flames.
Any little move from Charizard was going to end that stock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're seeing the classic Pokemon Trainer route of just starting with Squirtle, getting the percent up a little bit, going to Ivysaur for a possible kill.
And then just bringing out Charizard when you actually definitely want your opponent gone. Nice. Bringing out the Ivysaur so they can recover from off stage, not being intercepted by Min-Min. Min-Min getting the grab, throwing forward. Will anything result? The meatball being able to hit. Ooh, and got the early kill.
Every time Min-Min gets that grab, her Dragon Arm is getting charged up, which has let Lipton get...
Look at that, an immediate 60 damage.
Yeah.
And reading the Flare Blitz, but still not. And again, a second situation. Didn't I teach you that lesson the first time? You had to learn it twice over.
Yeah, when we see that Dragon versus Dragon, the charged up Min-Min almost...
It seems like those last 15 seconds flew by in a flash. 2 stocks just disappeared.
Lipton got the download in on Jactor and just said...
It just seemed to be a bit of a panic situation. You bring out the Charizard, you're trying to Flare Blitz back on the stage, but Min-Min's got the distance, Min-Min's got the tools to deal with it.
If it wasn't for that first Flare Blitz, he could have probably got his third jump in there, upbeat in.
But maybe that second stock that Jactor suffered, that was an early stock. That was some fine queso. Get out your cheese dip, bring out the chips.
Oh yeah.
That was some nice cheese that we see,
and you gotta remember the thing with Min Min is her dragon arms can angle their trajectory. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So, you can throw out the dragon arms a certain way and then angle the blast another.
It's hard to see what they're going for.
So far from this first game, we saw like that this Squirtle is being able to do the most damage again. Wow, being able to read the drift out with that dragon blast. Seems like Lepton is just inside Jactor's head right now. Ooh, the meatball being able to reverse Squirtle's trajectory. Look at this. All right. It looks like Jactor's being able to start up a string, but got interrupted. Now at equal damage. Ooh, nice. Going over the stage with the recovery and being able to hit. Seems like Lepton's really understanding the spacing of those side Bs coming from Squirtle.
Lepton sees those side Bs coming from a mile away and is ready for them for sure.
All right, now bringing out the Ivysaur. We're here at mid-stage percentages. Let's see if once you get Min up to the hundreds, that's when the Charizard's going to come out.
I feel like a good smash attack or aerial from Ivysaur could end this Min stock pretty early right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so far from what we're being able to see, I'd be a little scared to bring out that Charizard.
Oh yeah,
that Charizard got disrespect.
To just get to the other side of the stage.
All right, nice being able to get. Still nothing resulting from it.
Good back air to get a kill right here.
Oh yeah, a good back air from Charizard can just result in death.
Or down tilt.
All right, being able to footstool and jump off, getting back to stage very safely.
Jactor playing it a lot more carefully with Charizard this time.
Yeah, we're not seeing Jactor rush into the situation anymore, but ooh, the up smash read.
What he was going for.
He said, "Sir, I have some anti-airs for you right here, okay?"
I'm not just a horizontal character.
No, I got my aunt here, Auntie Air. All right, and some quick 55 damage just added on to Jactor.
Yeah. Glad to see that he is
63, 66, just being edged out little by little. Okay, Ivysaur being able to convert. Ooh, missing the dare, getting a small punish for it.
Dare miss.
All right, just so far.
Just some
and Jactor not being able to get off the edge of the stage. Lepton just being able to keep the distance, but the dash attack from Charizard being able to land. Ooh. Let's see, will Charizard survive? Being able to use Flare Blitz early, Lepton going for the low read, but not just being able to connect. It seems like Lepton's feeling himself a little more right now. That backdoor still not being able to kill. All right, both players going for some offstage play.
With the meatball.
That meatball, it don't matter if you're Squirtle, if you're Ivysaur, if you're Charizard, that meatball is gonna hit all the same.
Yeah, you can definitely see how Jactor has picked up on
definitely
more Lepton's plans.
Alright, being able to land the back air.
Is that back air or neutral air? I couldn't tell.
You know, it looked like a back air to me, but
hey,
you could tell me otherwise. Let's find out. Alright, the Squirtle being
oh no, the side B on
with
stage
the unfortunate SD. And with that, Lepton will be advancing, getting the 2-0 over Jactor.
That's gotta be one of the worst ways to end a match.
That hurt me.
Dude,
I can't imagine what's going on in Jactor's soul right now.
Last time I was here, my losers match, I lost the same way.
Yeah,
I Squirtle, but I did SD.
I did have 2 SDs in like both of my games. That
the stress gets to you sometimes.
Oh,
if
definitely.
You're trying to go for something, doesn't work out right.
Yeah, when I was here on Saturday, one of the opponents that I was playing against, his name was McRat. He was a Rob main. He actually brought a rag and was just drying off his hands like in between the
That's a good way to deal with the nerves.
Yeah, honestly, like you gotta have those tools.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready for the pressure that's to come, because if you're trying to step up and play at a competitive level, you're gonna be playing against people that are better than you, worse than you, same level. But regardless, the nerves will always be there.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how different players deal with the situation of nerves in a tournament, you know?
Yeah, right.
Could come down to who wins the whole thing, you know? Just someone who has a better control of their nerves.
So it looks like we got I'm just overlooking one of the games right now that's not being streamed. Looks like we got Spot Dog versus Skylander Dude. Skylander Dude being a Kirby main and Spot Dog being a Ganon.
That's a weird.
And I love when people decide to be bold and just play the lowest of the low tiers. I personally have a soft spot for that. I am an unfortunate Ganon main.
I don't know enough of the tier list to say, but I do know I definitely haven't really ever liked playing high tiers.
Ganon hits like a truck, but his recovery is just so exploitable.
Oh, yeah.
Now, just excited to see who's going to be coming up next.
Just wait.
See how the situation goes. See how stage 1 is going to be set up. Alright, Soulbreaker versus Gaijin. We already saw Soulbreaker bust out 3 different kinds of characters. Let's see if they're just gonna bust out 5 new characters, 6 new characters.
It comes in with the Sephiroth to start out again.
Yeah, is Sephiroth gonna be his feeler character, you know? Oh, and it looks like our resident Steve Main here, Corbin's Customs, actually moving pretty far into the winner's bracket. Actually being able to get 2-0 over Walla, the impressive Bowser that we saw earlier. It just seems like
that Steve.
Yeah, I mean that Steve got resources. Steve can build walls around Walla.
Exactly.
What you mean? I got resources, my boy.
That would have been a fun match to see.
Yeah, honestly, I would have loved to see that. So now, just to update everyone that doesn't have the bracket open in front of them, Pega versus Darius. Pega taking 2-0 and then moving on to the winner's bracket. So here we got going on in the winner's quarterfinal will be Soulbreaker versus Gaijin.
The winner of this will go on to the semifinal and have to face off
against Pega.
And possibly Corbin's Customs could make it to winner's final.
And then right now we have Fire going up against Kiboflu, and whoever is the winner of that match will go up against Corbin's Customs.
Remind me again who Kiboflu played in that.
Kiboflu was a Wolf main that we saw. I believe it was the first match that we started streaming. And actually very interesting to see. We got 2 Wolf mains. We got two Bowser mains.
Yep.
Let's see the situation. Soulbreaker.
Soulbreaker taking the player one.
Just trying to figure out, just trying to troubleshoot. Alright, going for PS2. Alright, seems like a whole trying to calibrate the controller situation right now, just switching out names. So, ooh, Gaijin going for the Yoshi, I like it. And look at this, Soulbreaker keeps going for the villains. Is this a trend?
This is going to be an interesting matchup. Yoshi's got all the good aerials.
Yeah.
K-Rool's got the ground down pat, I feel like.
Yeah, and honestly, Yoshi does have a lot of priority. I mean, K-Rool being very slow, but having a very good recovery and having a reflect.
But these heavy, bigger characters are all just going to go for characters like Yoshi.
Yeah, definitely. For anyone that mains a heavy, you know that you're going to suffer at least anywhere from 60 to 80 damage, and then that's when the playing field is even. That egg being able to land, and being able to land the Ferris, getting back in the stage.
Thriving for the villains, you are right, Pirate Knight. This guy loves his villain characters.
Alright, you know what, Pirate Knight, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I do play a lot of villains myself. I do enjoy that there's a lot of villains in this game, and they make them just so fun to play.
Yeah.
Ooh, and being able to connect with the crown to the up smash. Ooh, trying to go for the shield break. That shield turning into a skittle. Being able to land the up airs and coming back on the stage. That Nair not landing from K-Rool. Ooh, and being able
follows him down.
Being able to land the Nair as they do the second jump. Gaijin seeming to have a really good understanding of Yoshi, and honestly, I still don't understand who Soulbreaker's main is. We're just gonna be very surprised by this.
I want to say, I feel like Yoshi is a villain in my mind.
Yeah, right.
In this game.
Pirate Knight, to answer your question, all I know is Corbin's Customs. We haven't been able to really see any other games, but we know that we at least for sure got one.
Corbin's Customs for sure, Resident Steve main, but I'm not sure if there's any other in the tournament tonight.
Is Pirate Knight a Steve main confirmed? All right, just playing a dance off stage and being able to land the Nair. Ooh. Nice, that Nair being able to block out the tail. Again, that up air from Yoshi being so deadly, especially when you're high up against the stage. Being able to get the tech in, Yoshi having no resources, not being able to get back on the stage.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Yoshi just missed that 1 second.
Soulbreaker just kind of staying true to his name. He's just like, hey, it doesn't matter what character I play. I'm going to take you to a last stock situation.
That's his way of breaking souls.
True.
He has no main, but he can still win a game.
Cool, being able to jump off and land an air for a guaranteed kill. We're looking at an even game here, folks. Let's see how this goes.
These villains definitely getting in the head of the other players.
Yep. Ooh, we're seeing some strings. We're seeing, ooh, being able to land the...
He wants that early kill.
Being able to land the fair. I mean, definitely, you do want to try to get the early kill. Capable having so much armor. But the beautiful thing about Yoshi is Yoshi has a lot of multi-hits, so just being able to get through that armor. Ooh, but still very even. Look at the percentage. Ooh, landing the B reverse. We're putting yourself in peril. That crown being able to connect to the grab, back throw.
Oh my gosh.
Now Gaijin's still having resources to get back on the stage. This is a very tense situation, folks.
One good hit from Cable here could end it.
Man, ooh. Going for the frame trap stall. Both players seeming to significantly slow down their gameplay against one another right now. Ooh, right when he was about to bring out the cannon, going for the down tilt and the dash attack from Soulbreaker, taking out Gaijin. Now, is Soulbreaker going to surprise us? Pick a new character? Is Gaijin going to stay as Yoshi?
I feel like Soulbreaker's definitely going to pick a different character.
Oh yeah, come on. He's got to stay true to his name. Like, I made the roster, in case you asked.
Pirate Knight.
Alright, are we going to be going back to PS2, or are we going to be picking a different stage situation right now? Alright, and it looks like from the games between Fire and Kibofu, Fire moved on, and that'll be Corbin's Customs against Fire.
That is going to be a Fire.
And Soulbreaker going back to the Sephiroth. Now, as we saw so far,
versus Yoshi.
That should be an interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah, Yoshi could definitely take him up to the top of the stage and just kind of be quick with how light Sephiroth is, I feel like.
Yeah, but as we were seeing earlier, maybe the weakest of the characters that Soulbreaker has here, but you know what? This is a different player, a different character kind of situation, so we just have to see how Gaijin can adapt to Sephiroth. Ooh, understanding the spacing so well.
Yeah, that's the thing about Soulbreaker that we've seen so far.
Ooh, being able to land the three of them. Let's see if Gaijin can escape from the situation unscathed, going for the shield break.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, Soul. Okay. Not being able to see a conversion off of that. The up smash coming in a little too early, being hit.
If he would have delayed that up smash just a little bit, it would have hit that sweet spot just right.
Yeah, again, a lot of fighting games just come down to the patience, to the spacing, to the timing. And that can just
yourself or panic too much, or it's over.
And that's what can differentiate you between being good and being great here. Ooh, being able to land that nice little sweet spot, doing some damage to the shield. And you know, why is it that Yoshi is the only one that has a unique shield in this game, you know?
Yeah, right?
Like, we need to see more unique shields in this game.
Just like block animations.
Oh, and being able to get the fair to the up air, but still not resulting in a stock. Kind of tense situation, being able to land the backer, but still holding on. The DI being strong, but that neutral air from Yoshi just gonna give you the boot, sir. I got these Timberlands for you on deck. Oh! The Octo Slash not being enough to come back. Soulbreaker, are you showing us that Sephiroth maybe not your hottest character?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, trying to go for the saucy Octo Slash read. Suffering 28 damage for it though. Up air being able to connect. Oh, being able to land him in the egg. Going up from the 28 to the 55. Ooh, trying to go for the fair. So far, I'm really liking how Gaijin is spacing himself out from Soulbreaker. It seems like he was really suffering that first stock, but now he's saying like, hey, I understand how you're going to space yourself. I got some boots for you, sir.
Perfect opportunity to get in against this Sephiroth.
Yeah, again,
still able to throw all these moves out and just cover any option he goes for.
And one of the most major drawbacks of Sephiroth is just Sephiroth being so light, but landing that sweet spot.
Yeah, that was a hard read from Gaijin that didn't turn out well for him.
Alright, you using the egg, trying to get back on the stage safely.
Also definitely slowed down and trying to bring this game back.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like when Soulbreaker sped up, they suffered that early stock loss. Ooh, but the end lag on that Octo Slash.
Octo Slashes.
Just open yourself up to the up smash from Yoshi. Again, you got any end lag at the end? Yoshi got some boots for you.
Yeah, you cannot go for that Octo Slash unless you know it's going to hit.
Alright, so it's looking 1-1 right now. Gaijin most likely going to stick with the pink Yoshi. Let's see what Soulbreaker is going to go for.
I think he's going right for that Richter.
Yeah. Ooh, going back to the cave room. Alright.
He's got the armor with the belly.
Yeah, but again, that first game that we saw was still super close. K-Rool was up in the 100%. Even though he is a heavy, Yoshi still got some nice little critical hits.
But look at that. Not even moving against Yoshi's tail, even though it gives him 30%.
Right, and now just like 33 damage. Ooh, it seems like Gaijin's got a good read on Soul Breaker right now. But that Nair just being so and quickly getting him to even damage, folks. 55.6, but now look. Alright, it's been changed, going for the Greedy Fair, having no more resources to get back on the stage, reading that air dodge on the stage, and going for the spike. He said, "Good night, sir. You belong to the crowd."
Soulbreaker is so good at seeing what his opponents are going to do after a game or two.
Yeah, seriously. He's like just being able to get the read, the crown leading into the Nair for some guarantee. Ooh, okay, Gaijin going for the Z drop on the crowd. I'm seeing a little bit of sauce here. Alright, throwing out the crown. I'm really liking how Soulbreaker is just throwing out that crown. Just like at any time to cover the low option.
Taking that crown saying, "No, I'm the king of this match."
Ooh, still being able to connect, but again, just K-Rool being so nice and heavy, just being able to survive that. Alright, and finally we see K-Rool suffer a stock, and now we got a 2-stock situation right here. Wow, the up air being able to interact with the F-tilt.
Almost got some good combos in.
Okay, it seems like Gaijin's understanding.
But that belly armor from K-Rool gonna get him through that.
Yeah, again, like what out of like Yoshi's repertoire, what can you do to deal with that Nair armor, you know?
Just a good multi-hit move. But
so like you probably have to go for something like the back air. Alright, being able
back
to
air might be able to beat it out, but
so far, Gaijin's looking like he's getting a lot of success being able to land the up tilt, throwing K-Rool up, but not being able to get any successful conversions off that. Ooh, going deep for that read. Throwing out the crown. Let's see any safe approaches. And then you just got thrown off stage. Good sir, what do you have? Are you going to be sucked in? Again, just such a close stock situation for both players right now. Ooh, back throw's going to kill.
Yeah. For sure.
Guaranteed stock. Again, kind of looking like how the first game went, where Soulbreaker just slightly edges out Gaijin. Ooh, that Nair is still hitting 173% and still no death. Are we going to see K-Rool get up to 200%? Oh my lord. Now look at that.
Yep, Gaijin waited until he was sure that he was
now we're back to a 1-stock versus 1-stock situation. Can Gaijin, being able to get the egg, not getting the back air out of that. Still being able to land a string. Being able to land the fair, getting the frame trap, very nice. With the jab reset and the down tilt.
Gaijin wants this forward air spike.
Oh yeah. Gaijin wants to end this early. He doesn't want to hear any more from K-Rool himself.
I'm thinking he wants revenge for that spike that he got earlier.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ooh, being able to get the parry. Still no stock here.
But look at how
K-Rool just being able to live for so long against Yoshi. How surprising. Alright, he's just trying to space himself out, trying to get those tilts, going for the down throw, and unfortunately... Oh! Alright, still being able to survive. And that's why you don't give up here, folks, but going for another grab, up throw, and that resulted in the stock. Soulbreaker taking 2 games over 1 for Gaijin. So, we've seen Soulbreaker bring out a K-Rool, a Sephiroth, a Simon, and a Bowser.
Yeah, Soulbreaker is definitely the villain of this match. Or this turn.
Customs Fire Station 1.
Ooh, beautiful. This is a game I've been wanting to watch. We got Corbin's Customs versus Fire, and we're officially moving over to the best of 5, so whoever's getting the 3 games gets to move on. And I've actually not had the chance to see who Fire plays.
Is winners quarterfinal best of 5 or is it best of 3?
I think we're in semis.
Yeah, but that game we just played was quarterfinal, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're officially in semi right now.
Alright.
Alright, so let's just update the information here, folks. We got Corbin's Customs versus Fires, and we're moving on to winners semi-final. Since Soulbreaker got the win over Gaijin, Soulbreaker's going to be going up against Pega. Now, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see how the losers bracket is looking so far. Ooh, Spot Dog. The Ganon main actually took 2 games over Skylander, dude.
Nice.
So moving on, it looks like we got Kibofu versus Lepton. If they're both staying true to their mains, we're looking at a Wolf versus a mid-mid situation. And Walla versus Play-Doh, so Bowser versus a Wolf.
And we got Apika Polion going up against Darren. So I'm still saying Apika's going to bring it back.
Yeah, here we have Curb's secret hopeful.
Oh, and Gaijin's going to be going up against Spot Dog.
Spot Dog.
Spot Dog is the Ganon.
Yeah. Is it Spot Dog? Spot Doge? Spot Dodge?
Spot Dodge. We got a JoJo
Steve
reference.
versus who? We actually don't know what main Fire is. We're gonna quickly find that out though. Again,
Fire.
Unfortunately, we only really have the access to show you who's playing on stage 1. We currently have 5 different ones going on right now.
I do want to say Fire just picked King Crimson as his in-game tag, which I'm a fan of. And I believe he will also be playing a villain, just from that.
Just
I could be
from
wrong.
that?
Just from that. You know, I'm doing the hard call. Could be wrong.
Alright, are we going to PS2? PS2 just see, like, the favorite stage of stage 1.
yeah.
Ooh, going to an FD
PS2
situation.
Sounds like
Okay.
Corbin just banned PS2, though.
And again, I'm very excited. Corbin being a very young player, let's see if he's just going to wash Fire or if Fire's going to be able to put up a fight. Because Corbin's run so far has just been nothing but 2 O's.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Captain Falcon.
Ah, that's why he went for the King Crimson. We got the Crimson Captain right here. Crimson Captain versus regular old Steve. Nah, I can tell you right now, as someone that likes to play Falcon, he does suffer a lot against Steve. Steve just having so many resources.
If it has, we could not hear the game audio on our end. So, I'm sure Corbin's picked an amazing track.
Yeah. Something that we were seeing Corbin do last time. Ooh, being able to get the nair string to the up air, missing with the knee, but still being able to get another up air is coming back on the stage.
Yeah,
But Corbin just showing like, hey, you got some nice up airs? I got one too. Alright, not being able to land anything with the minecart and the down smash, but that back air being able to connect. Corbin always forming these walls of protection just so he can mine for resources. But that command grab with those magnet hands. Ooh, that back air being able to connect, throwing Falcon off stage. And again, Corbin's not really concerned with that. He's saying, sir, I'm going to be fishing for minerals right here.
Corbin is
mind
wanting that time.
Ooh, and that forward smash being able to connect with the dare coming out from Falcon. Again, Falcon being such a long and a big character, so a lot of hitboxes and a lot of hurt boxes being thrown out there. Having the gold sword. Ooh, and the minecart actually being able to connect. Down to just an unfortunate zoning out on Falcon. He decided not to continue with it. He's just mining for resources at the corner right there. Going for the setup where if he takes out the block. Ooh, and actually being able to read. But the TNT covering that option. Corbin just seemed to be inside the head of Fire right now. That minecart being to interrupt the Falcon kick.
Fire's just wanting to get in, but he's
ooh, and I believe Pirate Knight is correct. Captain Falcon is a hero character. We're gonna see he is the main character of F-Zero. We haven't seen an F-Zero game in how many years? But that back air being able to connect, taking it to a 2-stock situation. Oh, and just as soon as I speak, Corbin's back air disconnecting.
Yeah, Corbin's got it on lock with those back airs.
Corbin's so far having a nice lead over over Fire right now. Just being able to space himself out. Ooh, going for those up tilts, making that shield disappear.
So you can see how Fire is forcing Corbin to play a little faster than he usually does.
Yeah, definitely. We normally when you're watching Corbin play, he's taking his time, he's mining for his resources, going for his setups. But right now, the name of the game is speed. We do have a futuristic car racer, the pilot himself, Captain Falcon. That forward smash read not being able to connect, the Falcon kick being able to create some distance. Let's see if Fire is actually able to bring this down to a 1-stock situation. Ooh! The grab being interrupted by the, was that the mash or was that the block falling? Alright, Falcon kick being able to connect with the very end, trying to connect with the nair. Ooh, I like it how Corbin is telling him, please come out here. But again, that command grab just being able to get anyone out of shield.
but Falcon could definitely still bring this match back. He just needs one good hit and one good combo.
All right, he seems to understand that using the up B in these situations is actually going to land a lot of damage on Corbin, being able to launch himself the farthest distance. But let's
see both these players picking up on each other's.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to get the jab situation down there. All right, the back air. Unfortunately, the grab missed. Let's see if Corbin's able to get anything off this. Ooh, and the anvil missed. All right, let's see. It looks like Fire's bringing the situation back real quick. Ooh, throwing out that knee.
Falcon's grab range is still throwing me off to this day.
It's pretty great, but again, I'm biased.
Of course.
Ooh, trying to throw out the back air.
That whip is gonna.
And just waited out the up smash button. Will this be it? And that is death.
Yep.
Surprisingly enough, Fire taking Corbin's customs to triple digits on the very last stop.
I feel like Fire definitely got the download in on Corbin's.
Yeah, right. So let's see.
This go to a game.
Let's see if this game 2 situation is going to be something different.
I'm just always hopeful for a game 5.
All right, I just saw that we threw on that bubblegum KK. We got KK Slider on the mic. We're switching it up. Who's going
choice
to?
Very important here.
It honestly, out of all the players I've seen so far, Corbin seems to be choosing the music.
He's choosing the music that I've never even thought to check out.
All right, we're running it back. Same skins, same match.
Yep. Is this the first match we've seen neither character change, or neither player change characters at all? I am always hoping for a game 5, but we'll have to see how these players.
Yeah, right. Ooh, the up tilt being able to lead to a guaranteed 51 damage off of that. Oh, let's see if I can get anything off of this and being able to land the spike. But again, this is Steve. Unfortunately,
Corbin fakes him out with the mic guard to the right.
Just did Corbin with a nice old shimmy off stage, being like, Fire, I know what you're going for, but hey, I got minecart, I got my up B recovery, and unfortunately, Fire suffering an early slot because of that. Let's see if Fire can bring it back early, throwing out the knee, but hitting with the weak knee. Alright, that up B. That up B seeming to be the best tool that Fire has right now to go up against Corbin's customs. Alright, those up tilts. The slow minecart not being able to do much. Ooh, let's see if Fire is able to capitalize, but Corbin understanding his recovery with Steve so well. Building that wall, he's going to mine for his resources.
Doing well to just keep it changed up.
Alright, throwing the minecart in the back air, being able to connect. Is it going to a game 5? We don't know. We'll just have to see how Fire is going to be adapting right now. Ooh, being able to get the spike off this, but again, this is Steve. Steve is just being able to recover. Ooh, being able to get the up tilt, and unfortunately, I don't think Steve has any resources to get up from that.
Was going to go through his minecart.
It's just something you always throw out and you hope for. All right, that nair being able to land, but again, he seems to be going out there pretty deep with the knees. Trying to block the recovery, and look at that, the normal get up being intercepted by the F smash. And he said, oh yeah, you're gonna tear down my wall? Well, I gotta grab here to guarantee 46 damage, 56 now, 79. Look how quick this is all changing, folks. But again, we can't count Fire out. We've seen Fire take this to triple digit situation, being able to get the jab. Oof, both players colliding a lot. Let's see if we're gonna get a DBZ moment here.
I would love that on the last stock.
Alright, reading the dare, being able to get that with the back air. Steve doesn't have any weapons right now. Let's see what Corbin's being able to do. Threw him off stage and said, sir, I have a sword for you once more. Let's see if that TNT is going to be able to cover him.
Oh my gosh.
What a surprise. Fire being actually able to take the game. Looks like it was a DI situation or not, but regardless, Fire one game, Corbin's custom one game. Very interesting to see how this is going to go. I'm secretly hoping for a game 5 here, but we'll just have to see how each player clutches it out.
Oh yeah. I always like seeing more of both these characters play at the level they're being played right now.
Definitely. Fire being a nice Falcon main that we have here. We also have another player that comes. We saw him on Saturday, his name being Tash, another Falcon main here as well. I definitely want to see that battle. The Tash versus Fire.
That would be an interesting match to see.
Yeah. Oh wait, was that the yodeling song once more?
Yeah.
This seems to be a Corbin custom, if you will.
For this song, personally, I am glad to not have any game audio in me.
Very true. All right, 1-1. We got the imposing god of destruction in the back, determining your fate.
Yeah, again, this is just blood god asking for blood.
He's saying, please deliver this weight in flesh. Alright, it seems like fire is actually slowing down just a little bit, but still equal damage just being dealt to both. Ooh, being able to get the dare to the F tilt, parrying the up smash. Alright, and they made it back to stage, being able to get the grab, throwing Falcon off, going for the high recovery, not being able to intercept. So Falcon is safe.
Corey's doing a really good job of keeping him at bay while he gets his supplies up.
Yeah, but honestly, Fire is still doing a good job. That first game that we saw, it seemed like Corbin had a commanding lead over Fire, but Fire just being able to bring it back. Did you see that? The up smash?
Yeah.
Clashing with the anvil. What is this? Ooh, he said you're going for an air. I got a diamond forward air, buddy.
What if the diamond had anything to do with that beating out his forward air? Or his neutral air?
He was trying to read for him going down through the platforms. It just seems like Fire's dancing around a lot more on these platforms. Let's see if they're able to do anything off of this. Both just playing some nooch. Alright, going in for the grab. No grab here is gonna kill. Ooh, again, another situation where that Falcon air is colliding with a diamond fair.
We're calling out the jump out of shields and get that stuff.
Yeah, right. He said you're gonna jump. Well, I got a nice anvil for you. We're going back to the days of Looney Tunes.
Just like this. Yeah.
Oof. Unfortunately, the stall out off stage with the blocks not being enough to stop Fire. Ooh, being able to read the spot dodge and getting the grab, not being able to land the bear. What an interesting. Ooh, nice. Just throwing the one block was able to throw Fire's game off a little bit. Just throwing that tempo for a slight mix. All right, both players keeping their distance right now, going for the Raptor boost, but not being able to hit. Going for the up tilt, 2 hits. All right, Falcon Kick actually being able to do something. It seems like every single time he goes for Corbin's high recovery, Corbin's just, and unfortunately, moving right into his TNT. Let's see if Fire can get a conversion off of this. Trying to walk back, but still being hit by the minecart. Oop. All right, nothing being intercepted. The shield just being worn down a little bit. Seeing like Corbin's throwing on some shield pressure.
It's crazy to see them playing this way with both characters or both players with 2 stocks. Like,
Yeah,
like the last
seriously.
stock situation. That's how you win games.
All right, being able to go out with the TNT, the invincibility of coming off stage with the air dodge. Ooh, being able to land the back air. Let's see if Fire can clutch out this final stock against Corbin or vice versa. Oop, this is looking like a guaranteed. Once we see Falcon and Steve in these kind of situations, Steve almost always edges out Falcon from here. All right, ooh, going for the anvil setup with the down smash, being able to hit Falcon right in the middle of his body. Oh, nice! The block was right there, and he said, "Sir, I remembered that." All right, it seemed like the block himself.
Yeah, Corbin's got these great combos with
Well, again, we can't count Fire out. Fire seemed to have a good understanding of how Corbin's going to be setting up his Steve play. Wow, being able to get the Nair 1 into the knee. Fire taking the second game over Corbin. Now we got 3 games total. Let's see if Corbin can clutch this out to lead to a Game 5 situation. All right, looks like we're going for Battlefield kind of situation.
Oh yeah.
Go KK Ryder. We got KK Ryder on the mic.
Not my first choice. Always a fan of KK.
Yeah.
KK Ryder.
Oh yeah, I forget. KK Slider. That's his name. Is KK Ryder like his biker song?
I have no idea. That would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's just been confirmed here. Confirmed. KK Slider is a biker. Does he have a Harley? All right. So being able to land these 2 nairs back to back, the gameplay being slowed down a lot. Ooh, landing Nair 1 to the dare. Seeing like Fire has a.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, look at that. We're being shown an image right now of KK Slider on a motorbike.
That's amazing.
Seems like he's got his ascot flying back in the wind. What a glorious character that's been created. KK Slider for DLC.
You know, I just decided. Here we
Oh
go.
yeah, here.
Here's KK Slider real quick.
Let's see if we can get it.
Biker KK Slider.
That's
amazing.
Biker.
Alright.
So going back to this gameplay right here, it seems like Fire's really figuring out this wall building situation that Corbin keeps bringing out. He was always bringing up those 3 blocks, throws out that F tilt twice, and just tears down the wall.
Fire wants to win this match, so he's definitely taking a slower approach it seems.
Yeah, definitely. But he seems like he slows it down, but at the same time coming at him with more aggressive options, throwing out a little more falcon kicks, a little more back airs.
More precision, less speed.
Definitely, and that up B gonna get the guaranteed kill right there. Fire with the 1 stock lead over Corbin, but again, super high percentage. 1 diamond pickaxe move can end this man's career, and yes it did.
We'll take it.
Oh wow, Falcon being able to jump over the platform wall. Corbin not expecting, getting nice 29 damage, 47. Going for the Raptor boost, getting punished for it, but getting the grab out of the 2 fares that were coming out of Steve. Nice, both players seem to get a very good read of each other. This is honestly quite entertaining to watch. From the first game, I was thinking Corbin was going to clutch this out, but Fire just showing some nice adaptation and being actually able to both slow the game and speed up the game.
I always love seeing these best of 5s because you get to see the players just get a better feel for each other as it goes on.
Yeah, right. You got to remember, early brackets we're doing the best of 3s, so whoever gets the 2 games, and then as we move on further, we do the best of 5, whoever gets the 3. But again, that could just be determined for the skill. In like the quick matches, you can always do the first to 5s, first to 10s. And look at that, Corbin having a small lead over Fire right now, going for the up smash read, but getting 31, 41, 57. And that's why, folks, don't be greedy with the smashes.
Oh, Fire Knight, at the way Corbin's playing right now, I could definitely see this going to a game 5.
Oh yeah, ooh, nice, actually being able to get him inside the minecart just to stall him enough to get the recovery.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is looking like this will be game. Let's see. Oh, that diamond pickaxe running out.
Seems like Corbin said today he wants to.
Oh, being able to land the back air as he was recovering. Alright, let's see if Fire can clutch this out. Oh, being able to land the fair, throwing Falcon off stage, but he still has a nice recovery options. Corbin not being able to read.
He needs to be a little careful off stage because
yeah, seriously,
just taken out at such a low percentage.
Again, this is Falcon. Falcon is looking for those early kills. Being able to land the bear out of minecart, but still surviving. The DI looking nice and crispy from Fire.
Great, yeah.
Any prediction on going to a game 5 this round? In my heart, I want this to go to a game 5, and it's going to a game 5. Let's go. Herb, you called it out early on. You said, I want this to go to a game 5, and I believe both Fire and Corbin heard you. They were like, you know what, let's put on a show for you.
I need to get my $200 Monopoly money.
Oh, yeah.
From
Yeah,
everyone in chat.
Oh, any more TNT bombs? Of course. We're going to be seeing some more TNT. Typical edge trap coming out from the Steves.
While we're in between matches, I also want to shout out Damp Toast has followed.
Yo, Damn Toast 3, thank you very much for the follow. Sorry that was 12 minutes ago, just noticing now, but we appreciate any follow we get.
Yep. We'll call it as we see it. But back to this match, game 5.
Yeah, I really like that Fire has adapted to Corbin building his walls now, just throwing out that F tilt, being able to take out 1 to 2 blocks at a time. Ooh, going for those up tilts, reducing the shield, but Fire not succumbing to the pressure. Ooh, the minecart going off, going for the spike. But Falcon having that nice recovery, still being able to get up off of it. Ooh, getting some chain grabs right here. We're pulling off some strings, no Geppetto. Let's see this. Again, see, like understanding that he can just dismantle that wall with 1 quick F tilt. And here we go, another TNT bomb, but just being able to escape the situation narrowly. Alright.
Steve in chat.
Go, Steve, go! That's what we're seeing right there.
I'm not sure who I'm rooting for here, but
yeah, honestly, both players.
Such great skill.
And that up smash, ooh, surprisingly enough,
Fire
Fire.
has the DI on block here.
Fire's got that Fire DI, you know? Alright, just minecarding, not being able to get that, and reads the Falcon kick, shields through that, being able to land that F smash. Oh! Being able to get it guaranteed. Another 57! Corbin really seems to understand that 0 to 57% range.
Corbin's
He
got
said,
all these combos settings.
oh, being able to land the F smash, will this be another early stock?
I'm
Not
also
doing,
call that Corbin's
doing a little bit of shield pressure, being able to get the grab. Ooh, these down tilts is not looking too good for Fire. Just keep it coming. Just being able to land the anvil. And he said, "Hey, I had diamond. That's all that matters." Down throw to the up air. Ooh, and actually being able to land the knee, taking out Corbin's customs.
Sympathetic for Fire here because I know how exhausting it would be against this team for 5 games.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a lot of mental capacity. A lot of, again, like, you gotta remember, you're fighting a zoner, but that can also rush you down.
Yeah.
Like Steve just being insanely versatile. That shield from Fire looking mighty low. Ooh, this is looking like it's gonna be it. Okay, Corbin didn't go for the usual setup right here. It seems like he's trying to go for it. Oh, being able to get that back air.
Gonna get Corbin's up into
Once he's got that diamond pickaxe, any of those forward airs or any of those back airs. But again, very impressive adaptation that we saw from Fire, but Corbin just being able to edge it out.
Yeah, amazing to see Corbin's play there.
Again, this game went almost 20 minutes long. That's by far the longest set that we've seen so far. So right now we currently got Lepton going against Walla, so we got a Min versus a Bowser. AP Capoleon versus Gaijin. AP Capoleon being a Link main, also with the Mario secondary, Gaijin being the Yoshi.
And as soon as we know which match we're going to see next on stream, we will let you guys know.
Yeah, definitely. And then we also have Soulbreaker versus Pega for the other winners semi-final.
Yep, and just for some clarification there, Pirate Knight, I believe if they go to a sudden death in Game 5, it's just up to who has the higher percent as the loser by the end of that match.
We will definitely have to check in with our TO to see what the resident rules are here.
That's what I remember going by.
Yeah.
But house rules could be different, I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely. And Corbin is going to be facing whoever wins the set between Soulbreaker or Pega. We still don't know who that's going to be.
Yep. You are going to winners finals, yep. Soulbreaker a bunch of different characters.
Yeah, no. Soulbreaker brought out like 4 different characters.
K-Rool,
Yeah.
Sephiroth, Bowser, Richter, you know.
Yeah.
So now he's got
So yeah,
Richter is his OG main.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he seems to know a lot of the setups.
That's Dom.
Yeah, that's T3 Dom. T3,
Yeah.
put some respect on Dom's name. Yeah.
He's the best Richter in SD.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure.
Because there's like 3.
And SD for those out there is San Diego, not a self-destruct. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the rest of these matches. Oh no. I hate to see it. AP Capoleon has been beat out by Gaijin.
Ah, Curb's
You guys
on.
should swap to the just commentators.
Oh yeah.
If you
I'm aware. But look at this. Look at this, dude.
But he's just saying.
We're in such a bad position right
Yeah.
here. We
you
gotta.
could swap to both.
Yeah, look, we got.
I mean,
Now you get to see both of
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
This is Curb. I'm Namek, and that's Fridge in the background right there.
Alright. Yeah, we're just waiting for the
Yeah,
rest of these matches to
we're
finish
still
up.
gonna see how it's gonna result.
Could be
If
Fire,
I stand up
Gaijin.
real quick, I could probably see it.
There you go. Don't want to see Namek's pants right now.
Curb cannot stand to look at himself, so we'll just give him a small reprieve right now.
You know,
All
if we
right.
go to better angle,
Let's see-
better camera.
let's see how this
for all
game's
these
looking.
excuses.
Yep.
I'm banging on Corbin.
Corbin moving on to winners final and seeing who's going to win the game between Soulbreaker and Pega will be going up against Corbin. But Corbin being the resident Steve main, moving on to winners final. You love to see it. And then we just want to see the results over here. Soulbreaker versus Pega.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it.
All right. We just got some feedback. We're doing a great job. In my heart, I have Corbin's Customs as the winner. We have yet to see the Corbin face off against the people that are going to move on more on, but just such impressive Steve play.
Yeah.
Now, as playing against Steve, different story. But being able to watch a Steve that's
Playing
good
against Steve,
is very entertaining.
yeah. Watching a good Steve, amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The only thing I want to say is that I would love to see Money come back, bring in the Zelda, see him win a tournament sometime. He was at the
So
Saturday tournament that we
for
organized.
the Sync Up Saturday tournament that just happened this Saturday, third place was actually by Money.
Yep.
Three dollar signs back to back, and they are a Zelda main. And actually being able to show that Zelda is viable in this game.
Showing a lot of promise with Zelda, Money has been.
Yeah, the second place going to Smurf Bread, being a Rob main, and it looks like it's been determined. It looks like Soulbreaker will be going up against Corbin's Customs.
So are we gonna see that match right now? Let's
Yeah,
see
so
what we're seeing.
so let's just update our information right here so we can see Soulbreaker versus Corbin. Corbin so far just sticking to one character throughout this whole time, and Soulbreaker just constantly like switching in between. So let's see if Soulbreaker's gonna go for that technique of just cycling through characters or just sticking with one.
Alright, just let me get this information updated. We'll see who Soulbreaker goes for in this
Yeah.
finals match.
Welcome. We are here at Winners Finals. I really don't understand the last thing that Pirate Knight just said.
I'm not sure who
Zilla, a sword and shield character?
Zilla is.
If it sounded like Zilla.
Yeah, I apologize if we said anything about Zilla.
No.
Oh, Zelda? You're good. Oh, Corbin calling out the song that he wants to listen to.
Yeah,
This
Gameplay
time
Galleon
around.
is actually a bop. For those of you that don't know, you need to turn on your Switch and you need to play that song.
Play Gameplay Galleon.
Honestly,
like, for
Donkey
fun.
Kong has some of the best music.
Oh, yeah.
At
Yeah,
least
yeah,
for
yeah.
Smash. I really enjoy it. Oh, okay. Soulbreaker bringing out. Wait, just gotta make sure to switch. Okay, so
Yep, there we go. Getting into
Soulbreaker
this
starting off with a
match.
Sephiroth. Sephiroth seeming to be the feeler character to kind of understand what the approaches and the setups are going to be. So let's see how well Soulbreaker Sephiroth can do up against Corbin Customs. Being able to land 41 damage
Just
immediately.
a few hits.
That was less than 10 seconds, folks. And being able to get 81 in less than 15. My God, this is so fast-paced. Corbin just being able to wait that out. Only taking 2% right now. Wow, and that anvil being able to collide with the sweet spot of the sword. Okay, Soulbreaker definitely speeding it up right now. Octo slashing upwards.
Still going for those Octo slashes.
Being able to take out the block, which actually caused Steve to have a falling animation, so nothing resulting really from it. Ooh, going for a lot of Octo slashes, but my friend,
Can't do those Octo slashes.
you can't be too greedy because that F smash from Steve comes out mighty fast. Ooh, being able to go for the up tilt setups. Let's see if this is going to result in death. Alright, no, Soulbreaker narrowly being able to get out of that, but Sephiroth being such a light character, that would have resulted in death. Alright, so he's just mining around for resources. Seems like Corbin is calling out the fact that Soulbreaker is spacing out a lot of the moves and just saying like, hey, I'm going to chill here and shield, but you're not going to do too much about it. Wow, actually,
Sephiroth has lets him power through that.
just a little bit of armor to get him through that. Alright, being able to shield that as he comes back up. It seems like he's applying a lot of shield pressure up on Corbin. But Corbin again responding with that diamond pickaxe, throwing him off stage, and the dash attack.
You know, last tournament I got inspired to play Zelda more. This tournament I'm inspired to play Sephiroth more. But
That is true. I would say Zelda for sure, though.
Zelda for sure, I got that unlocked. Sephiroth, gotta play a little more careful.
Yeah, for sure. Soulbreaker being an impressive player and the fact that they can bring out a lot of characters from the roster and
Bunch
do
of
pretty
different
well.
characters to play with.
Yeah, but it's kind of resulting in what we saw for a lot of like the first matches. Corbin trying to go for the early stock and barely coming out. That shield being reduced to a skittle, and wow, being able to get the back air coming off the anvil. Corbin letting Soulbreaker know that he's understanding the spacing and what the situation's looking like exactly. just trying to weigh him out. He's saying, "Sir, I got a block here. This is a bait. Are you gonna take it?" All right, having no more. All right.
Some weird block clipping shenanigans.
So let's see. Being able to bump the TNT forward. Let's see. Oh!
my God.
And actually connecting that fair, resulting in game 1 for Corbin's Customs over Soulbreaker. Now, we've seen it once. We've seen it twice.
Yep.
Soulbreaker's going to switch the character. Now,
let's see if he goes.
I'm going to say Bowser.
I'm going to say Ganondorf.
You just say Ganondorf? he hasn't even brought out a Ganon yet.
You got to risk it sometimes.
All right.
Or Richter?
Oh, okay. Actually bringing out the Richter. Oh, wow. Corbin's Customs bringing out the Roar.
He has
Okay.
been playing Steve for a few games now.
He is, but this baby blue Roy, well, I don't know what that color is specifically.
Baby Blue's a good call, I would say. As your resident garbage.
All right.
I would say that's good.
Oh, okay. Soulbreaker immediately leading to 31%. Okay, now they both just went to 31%, both being pretty equal. If you're going to pick Roy, your goal is to speed up this game. You just want to blaze through your opponents. Oh, yeah, definitely. But again, Richter can just...
Richter can't space it up, but Roy wants to get in close. Richter can't really do too much about that.
And I'm starting to see that happen where Corbin waits at the stage and waits for that forward smash in the opposite direction, and Soulbreaker being able to get the stop right there.
Yeah. We saw earlier, Soulbreaker likes to just take the first game and see what the other players do.
Yeah, definitely.
Just go ahead. But
Yeah,
Corbin's changed over.
oh wow, being able to catch the holy water. Let's see what he can do with this. Corbin let it out a laugh as he wasn't able to result in anything right there. Honestly, both Corbin and Soulbreaker being our loudest players that we've heard of so far. All right.
They're playing, they're just having fun with it. Even if they're playing.
Yeah, definitely. That holy water not being able to hit. Down smash also missing. Let's see what they're both able to pull out right now. Soulbreaker so far having a much better performance with Richter right there. The patience of waiting out that up smash.
He knew where he was going to go and he just switched it
Yeah,
up.
he said, I'm going to hit you with all 37 frames of this holy water, and then this up smash going to end the up tilt. Actually being able to kill.
Yeah.
Again, folks, you got to remember, the closer to the hilt, the more knockback that hit's going to have for a Roy player.
Right in the base if that's what we got hit by.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So looking like this Roy is just getting distanced out. Just flew up from 60 damage over up to 90. Okay, it's looking like Soulbreaker's going to be taking this game unless Corbin can miraculously edge this out. Being able to get the dash attack, the holy water. Okay. That being narrowly missing. Let's see if Corbin can flip this around, because any smash attack right now coming out from Simon is just going to be able to take him out. Ooh, a nice read on that smash.
We're still doing really well with just keeping up with where Soulbreaker's going.
All right, both players are actually laughing as they're playing. You know, ooh, and actually being able to get the back air off stage, leading to a one-stock situation. Both players just pulled out completely different characters and showing that they both have prowess.
Corbin said dead as soon as he landed that back air. He knew what he was doing.
He said data?
He said dead.
Oh, dead. Oh, I thought he said data. Frank data.
I know.
Oh my god, no, wait! Oh, and actually his DI into the holy water leading up, but, ooh, the DI from Corbin looking crispy, sir.
Anything that touches him.
Again, like, ooh,
That's it.
and that resulted in death. Again, a much closer game.
Interesting thing there was Corbin got hit by the holy water while he was in the air. So Soulbreaker trying to do the down smash just completely missed no matter what.
And he looked like he was also DIing, like up and out, so.
He saw what Soulbreaker was going for and he avoided it completely.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see, is Soulbreaker gonna stay as the Simon, or?
Soulbreaker's gonna change up, I'm sure. I want to see if Corbin changes it up.
Actually, very true.
Let's see. Last surprise, one of the best songs from Persona 5. Bring us in.
Yeah, we have our resident Persona expert right here, young Curb.
I've only played
T.O. Casey here. Okay, bringing up the Dark
villain.
Samus. We have not seen the Dark Samus yet, at least on stage 1 coming out from Soulbreaker. Our T.O. Casey out here yelling out for his favorite song.
Favorite stage against him. You want the full Persona experience. Instead of FD. Casey just likes a little variety in his stages.
Just a little variety. He's always watching back these VODs, and Final Destination just wears on his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so far, Dark Samus having a lead over Steve right now. Let's see if Soulbreaker's being able to show us like he can main the whole roster.
Yeah, this is so crazy to see from Soulbreaker. So many different characters.
Oh, being able to throw out the Charge Blast, getting Steve to 132 damage. Ooh, Corbin gonna have to play a different game. Ooh, actually throwing out the taunt here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Soulbreaker feeling himself right now.
You know, Soulbreaker inspired me with the Sephiroth.
Oh, unfortunately, charging up that smash attack way too much, being caught in his own minecart. The Charge Blast taking out the TNT. Honestly, Dark Samus looking like they have the resources to deal with what Steve has to dish out.
Yeah, I didn't think that Samus and Steve would be a matchup.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The sour spot.
We got Young Geppetto on the controller with these strings. It's beautiful. Another back air being able to connect, creating some distance between him and Soulbreaker. Alright, minecart being able to collide, but still the DI looking pretty good from Soulbreaker. Charge Blast being able to land, but the TNT! You were asking, are we going to see any more TNT? Well, we just saw a KO there. Alright, trying to go for the dare approach, and then suffering 49 damage for it.
Steve and Dark Samus here having some weird animation.
Yeah, honestly, like all the interactions coming, like falling off the blocks, the falling animations and whatnot. Alright, using that charge shot to the maximum, being able to get the grab back throw. We're gonna see another charge shot thrown out. Way too early. Corbin decided to go for the high approach there. Being able to get the grab, another back throw. Let's see if he's gonna charge up the charge shot.
Corbin just stood right in the range of that
Yeah, he said, are you gonna shoot it? Alright, just wearing. Wow! Are you telling me that thing can take 3 different missiles from Dark Samus? What is that made out of? Obsidian? And that back air actually being able to connect and take out Soulbreaker's stock.
You know, this is a tough match for me. I was rooting for Corbin's custom, but Soulbreaker.
Ooh, but actually being able to get the spike, but the recovery looking nice.
Oh my gosh, just a down tilted F.
Alright, so now we got Steve with his diamond pickaxe. Let's see if he's able to turn this around. Being able to read the drift out and get the grab. Oh my lord, getting that back air, 92 damage right now. Okay, being able to take him down with the minecart and getting the spike.
Oh my god.
He said, sir, go back to the pits of hell.
Go back to where you came from.
Where did Dark Samus originate from?
Dude, that's a whole plot story to go on.
Oh, okay. That's a whole game that we gotta discuss right there.
Games you gotta play
Oh my gosh, okay.
Some sort of dark energy with Metroids.
Just dark energy.
Just dark energy. Don't worry.
And
about
they
it.
assume the form of Samus.
Yeah. Dark
Dark
Samus
Samus.
is not a person. I want you to know.
Yeah, I at least knew that.
Yeah. Dark Samus is the dark energy.
Phazon?
Phazon. That's what it is.
Looking like Casey also knows his fair share of Metroid.
Casey's got all the game mods that we
Yeah, that's true. He knows about KK Slider. He knows KK Slider's birthday. He's got a tattoo on him. Yeah. Alright, so it seems like we just went back to one of the Belmonts right here. He's bringing out the Simon. Let's see if the Simon's gonna make a change against the Steve right now. Dash attack being able to get through both of the blocks.
Soulbreaker is definitely a Belmont man.
Wow, and that smash attack actually being able to reach through the platforms and hitting Steve just right out of that. But yes, I think I have to agree with you. I'm pretty sure from the displays that we're seeing, Soulbreaker is definitely a Belmont main. Wow. Ooh, perfectly just aiming that. Aiming that perfect once again. Just calling out what his placement was going to be looking like. Alright, that being able to hit. Again, I love hearing how much Soulbreaker and Corbin's Customs are just having fun over there.
It's great to see.
Because usually you just hear a lot of sweaty gameplay going on in silence. Just a lot of mashing.
Both these players are able to recognize.
Ooh, the TNT being barely just hitting. Oh wow, okay, hitting it with the up tilt with the diamond, looking like it'll explode off that one hit. Oh, all right. He decided not to mash out because he knew Corbin was looking for that fair to throw him down into the pits.
That's the smart kind of plays you gotta be thinking of.
All right. Oh, all right.
Trying to call out that.
It seems like Soulbreaker's really understanding what Corbin's going for right here, but Simon, you get pushed too far out, you cannot recover.
Belmont recovery is just too bad to go that deep.
All right, being able to get just 40 damage, 60 damage. Look at that. Again, it's so impressive how Corbin can just take that new stock, take it from 0 to an immediate anywhere from 40 to 60. All right, this game's still looking pretty even. Soulbreaker actually, for once, distancing himself.
Yeah, crazy to see. Even though he's been playing these Belmonts for so long.
Yeah, because even though he's playing these zoner characters, he plays with a very aggressive playstyle.
But he does not want to lose this match.
Ooh, and he got the F smash. Simon suffering that stock and actually being able to hit him through the block wall. You see, it seems like Corbin's going to have to find out a different strategy than just this block wall because Soulbreaker is figuring it out right now.
Yeah, Soulbreaker is getting Corbin's strategies down right now.
Ooh, trying to just wear down that shield, make it look like a Skittle. All right. It's looking like Corbin might pull this out. Let's see. Are they going to go deep? Oh, and unfortunately, Soulbreaker going for an early recovery attempt, resulting in the stock. Corbin winning winners finals and immediately moving over
Corbin's
to grands.
The grand finals.
But now let's see what the results are looking like over in losers. It looks like it was Fire versus Pega. And if I'm looking at the results, it's looking like Fire won. Let's see what the results are looking like.
Fire went 3-1 against Gaijin, going into the losers semifinal with Fire and Pega.
Ooh, and Pega actually took 3 games over Walla, that impressive Bowser that we saw in the beginning.
To see.
So now, I'm just very interested to see who Pega actually mains. I know Pega is a returning player that frequents these tournaments a lot.
Yeah, true. And then whoever wins that match is going to have to go up against Soulbreaker. So
Yeah.
we could be seeing a Soulbreaker Corbin's rematch for grand finals.
Yeah, honestly, just depending on the performance of either Fire or Pega versus Soulbreaker.
Yeah, so we're just waiting to see. Fire and Pega are going to be here on stream.
All right, everyone, we're going to see losers semifinal. Whoever wins this one is going to go up against Soulbreaker for losers final, and then from there it'll be determined who's going to move on to grand finals. Our guaranteed grand finals person being Corbin's Customs right now, the resident Steve Main. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who pulls this out. Corbin's locking himself in at least second place in this tournament.
Again, Corbin, very young player.
Yeah. About like.
So if you want to show up and get washed by a Steve real quick, GameSync is the place for you.
Show up. We got tournaments every Thursday at 7 and Saturday at 8.
Ooh, okay, Pega is Lucina main.
Steve building his tower all the way to the top with Corbin.
Ooh.
We're going to see Lucina versus Falcon.
Now, Lucina having a very good recovery, being a sortie. Falcon almost always suffering from sorties, but Fire really understanding these down throw setups to the triple nairs. And Falcons are always fishing to be getting the hits after the nair 1. If the second hit of the nair hits, it actually doesn't lead to as many combos as you think. You just want to hit with that nair 1, which can lead.
The short hop nair 1 to get all these combos in.
Okay, being able to land the dare, but missing the knee, getting the up air, the up smash, having a nice read, wearing down that shield. Alright, both players just kind of distancing themselves, just playing around each other. Ooh, Falcon kick, and gonna get punished for that.
This is a really good, just classic Smash matchup right now.
Yeah, we're seeing Rushdown versus a sortie. Ooh, that back air being able to
Gotta
land,
take that.
intercepting the nair from Lucina coming off. Alright, Raptor boost. Punch the ooh. What's that gonna result? He went from Raptor boost to the dare. A nice saucy combo, but not actually being able to land.
Pulls out the spot dodge for that down throw.
He seems to have this down throw to the nair down a lot. Ooh, actually being able to spot dodge the grab attempt coming out from Fire.
Vega right now just learning how Fire plays.
Understanding the assignment of keep your distance. Ooh, being able to hit with the tip of his toes with that up air. Ooh, spot dodging that grab.
Vega's got these spot dodges on.
He knows that he wants to go for these grabs. Pega actually being able to get the stock. And again, where you're going to see Lucina excel is going to be off stage against Falcon.
Yeah.
Lucina having a recovery that's nearly invincible. And she can go so deep.
Yeah, it's surprising
Ooh.
how good their recovery
Trying to
is.
go for the hard read of throwing out the up smash and then suffering a quick 16% because of it. That nair being able to throw Falcon and unfortunately,
Look at how deep Lucina can go.
seriously, alright, Pega not being able to close out that stock, but still throwing out Falcon off stage.
Yeah, it looks like Pega used the whole first part of the match just to learn how Fire was playing.
That command grab being able to land and
Ooh.
wow, just
That weird
interrupting
interaction.
right off stage. Very strange interaction
Oh,
we're
but
seeing.
Pega
Wow.
gets the kill with the neutral.
Clutching it out. We're looking like a final stock situation right here, being able to land the back throw to the up grab. But again, watch out for that recovery. It's going to hit you a little bit if you're standing right at the edge. Equal damage.
They keeping this game pretty even this whole time.
And honestly, I'm really liking how Pega is understanding when Fire is going to go for grabs and spot dodging. Just landing a small little punish. Ooh, looked like Fire was reading the grab as well. Fire.
These players have a pretty good understanding of how
Ooh.
to play just from getting 2 steps down.
Seriously. Being able to get the command grab. Let's see if Pega can actually manage to get out. Ooh, nice. Being able to get into center stage. Ooh, being able to shield that F smash.
You see Fire slowing down the last stock situation just
Ooh, the Falcon
Try to
kick.
get a kill.
Kicking Pega far off enough, but Pega still being able to survive. Pega relying on that shield a little heavier now when coming off the stage, onto the stage. Oof. Nair 2 just being able to hit and launch. Being able to hit out. This just got into the triple digits, people. Last stock triple digits, very tense situation.
They get super close to losing a stock.
I'm imagining the sweat is pouring and the dash attack from
Dash attack
Falcon
straight
being able to close out the stock. So Fire, 1 game over Pega right now. That was very, very interesting to see how it went.
Yeah.
The parts normally where Falcon suffers the most in this matchup is off the stage because Lucina's just able to cover as long as they're
with
patient.
the range of the sword,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't really get too close with Falcon's aerials. What's impressive to me with any like Falcon player is just holding back
Yeah.
all the like sauce that you want, you know? Because I don't know about you, but when I play Falcon, I want those spikes. I want that Falcon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're playing Falcon and if you're choosing the main Falcon, you just want the hype, you know?
Yeah.
Like you understand that this character is a nice rushdown character. Ooh, being able to trying to go for the second grab after the nair. Actually being able to land, my god, 6 up airs in a row, landing the up tilt, the spike into the stage. Let's see if Pega's being able to recover. Both side Bs intercepted, but Lucina's just edging it out a little bit. Alright, cool. Pega was able to bring this back. Ooh. And Fire just reading that spot dodge and hitting with that back air. It seems like right now, Fire is actually utilizing walking a lot more than instead of like dashing from corner to corner.
Planning out his hits very well. Just staying back. When he sees that he's going to get heat, just goes
Yeah,
back.
ooh, was able to get the down throw, but not being able to get the back air off of that. Ooh, landing the dare. Let's see if this results in anything. Landing there too. Ooh, trying to go for the spike attempt, but the early recovery interrupts that. Alright, so it's looking like a 2-stock situation for both of these players.
Fire with the advantage right now. Pega just wanting to get a hit and get that percent back to an even game.
Alright. And a down throw leading to the up tilt to another Nice.
Pega with these
So far, Pega really understanding the spacing. Wow, okay. Trying to show Fire that I can also play Rushdown right now.
And I have more range than you with this sword.
Alright. Pega seems to really be zoning in on the spacing right now.
Just taking his time.
Good, definitely appreciate
Good in.
and not overextending too much. Ooh, the dash attack being able to hit though. Alright, Pega just being able to recover. Again, folks, this is very close. Damn Toast 3 just said Nuts Global was robbed. Yeah, the NG team, it seems like at one point in the bracket they had to go up against each other.
We get more into that at the end of this
honestly.
match.
And we'll have to see if Damn Toast is a member of Nuts Global themselves, you know? Alright. Ooh, and a nice tech situation. The Raptor boost being intercepted by the forward. Alright, just rushing down. Both players seeming to speed it up a little bit. Wanting to just close out the stock. Ooh, being able to land the dare. Ooh.
Trying to call out that roll back, but Pega
just nearly equal percentages. Alright, not being able to land the spot dodge on the stage and missing that F tilt. Ooh, nice. Being able to get the Nair back on the stage, launching Falcon back just a little bit. Ooh, let's see if Pega can close out the stock here. Oh, actually not teching that, and unfortunately, Pega now Fire with 2 games over Pega.
Could be seeing one more game if Fire wins it all, but Pega could bring it back. They're both pretty evenly matched right now.
Yeah, honestly, we can't count Pega out here because it's just been going to last stock situations every single time. If Pega could just tighten up the gameplay when it comes to off stage, they'll be able to clutch out those stocks.
Yeah, I believe Pega could bring it back, but real quick for the Nuts Global fans out there.
Yeah, actually,
they got kicked out of winners pretty early on, went to losers. Couldn't make anything happen down there.
And then it looks like Chubbs fought Bujums, and Chubbs dominated. But then unfortunately, Plato just took out Chubbs. Alright, the down throw to the double nair, to the triple nair, about to go for the 4th one. But Pega just said, please sir, don't be so greedy. Ooh, being able to land the dare to the back air. Just impressive precision that Fire has in Falcon. Ooh, okay. Still being able to get right off. Ooh, nice. Being able to get him off ledge, land a back air. Pega just being able to air dodge safely back to stage. It seems like Fire is really trying to extend himself off the stage to just clutch out these stocks really early. Alright, going for the high recovery because he saw Pega going low.
Both these players know what the other wants.
Ooh, and just being able to get that smash.
Just barely.
Ooh, nice. Being able to get that back air. Is this going to be stock? That is stock. Yeah, Damn Toast, if you want to get back to us, let us know if you're the CEO of Nuts Global. That'd be great to hear. That back air being able to take out the 3rd stock of Pega. Now we're going back to a nice and equal, being able to spot dodge that Raptor boost. Ooh!
The spike is gonna hit that.
And unfortunately, even though Lucina has a beautiful vertical recovery, not being able to recover off of that.
You can't do anything about being spiked.
Alright, going too soon with that smash attack. Let's see if
Fire wanted to kind of end this match early. He's going for those grabs. Trying to get something set up.
yeah, definitely. Alright, Pega being able to get it. Ooh, once again, being able to clutch it out.
Oh my gosh, bringing it back to me.
Even though Pega suffered an early stock with that second one, just being able to bring it back and immediately 39 damage as soon as you come off that Angel platform. Yeah. But both of these players are very interesting interactions once they're very close to each other. Do they wait out the spot dodge, or are you just going to call it out immediately? Oh!
That is super interesting to see that.
Being able to land the dare, and it goes to the knee. And that is Fire with a 3-0 lead over Pega, which means Fire will be moving
Fire
on
Soul
to
Breaker.
losers final against Soulbreaker.
And Corbin's Custom just being able to just chill out
Hey,
until
yeah,
the finals.
Corbin's Custom just moving in and out of this building. He's relaxing. He knows he's in grand finals, and whoever's going to be coming from losers final has to get the reset as well. So if Corbin's just able to clutch it out in 3 quick wins, then that'll be the end of the night.
We will see if it's a Soulbreaker Corbin's rematch or if we see a Falcon Steve match for these grand finals.
So, again, something to bring up. Corbin is the youngest player here, and seeing like his parents want to pick him up early because it is getting late. Soulbreaker just said that he wants to extend the game. A little bit of BM coming from Soulbreaker.
We're going to see Soulbreaker.
Yeah, so the next match right now is going to be Soulbreaker versus Fire. Soulbreaker seeing to be a very strong overall Belmont main, but can also pick players such as Bowser and Sephiroth and King K. Rool.
He's got great versatility.
And Fire, so far we've only seen Falcon.
Yep. Fire staying honest, staying loyal to his man.
True. Oh, nice. He's actually deciding to stick with a Richter. Okay.
Bringing out his main this first match.
Yeah, he said, you know what? I'm taking you seriously because if this is gonna take me to grand finals,
Oh, hold on. Either way this goes, we would be seeing a rematch with Corbin's Custom against either Fire or Soulbreaker.
and that was a 3-1 last time. So let's see how Soulbreaker is being able to change this up. Soulbreaker deciding to go with a very distant character, a nice zoner, just being able to space out Falcon. And if Falcon is not able to figure out how to get in, then he's just going to keep suffering from a distance.
Soulbreaker is playing Richter incredibly fast.
Yeah, he's throwing out those buttons right now because he knows that Fire gets that momentum. He wants that momentum-based gameplay.
I don't know about you, but anytime I see something like this being set up, I'm excited for a JV. I don't wanna jinx it or anything. But
I
jinxed it.
you have to believe in Fire's skill here. Again, you can't sleep on Fire. He's been showing that he's been a nice Falcon mate, but reading the spot dodge and suffering that stock loss to the smash attack.
Still, Soulbreaker at a low percent. Still 3 stocks.
Yeah, again, like this is where most characters thrive, is at low percents, because they're able to get a lot of the combo setups that they understand. Ooh, trying to get the jab reset, but unfortunately that cross just coming into the path.
Yeah, Soulbreaker's doing a great job of covering himself with all of his projectiles.
Let's see if Fire is able to speed it up or slow it down, but so far just looking like a lot of confusion.
Yeah, you gotta remember Fire did just play 3 games.
Yeah, back to back. Is that the wear and tear? We'll find out right now. Just so far, Soulbreaker having a nice commanding lead over Fire. Fire not really being able to figure out how to approach it. Wow.
Soulbreaker's got this edge guard, just like
He got on the stage, but it took him a total of anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds just to get on. That Falcon kick being interrupted by the holy water. Soulbreaker just having such a good understanding of how Fire is going to be approaching him.
Soulbreaker seems to be throwing these X's out a little too early to hit Fire on his recovery.
Is this going to be a 3-stock situation? Let's find out. Ooh, actually throwing out the weak knee, which intercepts Richter's recovery.
Pretty easy to get the balance recoveries there.
Alright. Wow, actually angling that so well, but the
Soulbreaker has such good
invincibility.
precision with his projectiles.
Yeah, again, which is why we're both going to go on a limb here and say he's a Belmont main.
He, for sure, a Belmont.
Alright, so let's see if Fire is actually being able to clutch this out. Ooh, is this going to be early stock? Nope. But a nice 52 damage being put onto Soulbreaker. Ooh, nice up smash after the whiff. Down smash actually launching over to the right and landing the weak knee. It's still resulting in death. You got to be very careful about that because you actually just might save your opponent. Being able to get that. Let's see if he's going to go for his infamous triple nair, and he lands his triple nair, but actually not going for the knee like he normally would. Alright, let's see if Fire is actually able to clutch this out. being actually,
Yeah, Soulbreaker keeping the pressure on.
yeah, being able to make a recovery. For a quick second, it looked like it was a 3-1 lead, and now we're looking at both single stocks for players.
Fire definitely brought it back pretty.
Again, you can't underestimate. Fire seems to have the ability to read their opponents and download them pretty well.
Yeah. Fire has shown great ability to attack.
Alright, Soulbreaker going off stage but not being able to do too much with it. Oh, and that axe actually being able to hit, but still being able to air dodge. Was that an intentional hit just so they could go higher?
I don't know if Soulbreaker expected that to set Falcon straight.
Ooh, and the up smash being able to connect the neutral get up onto the platform.
Not quite high enough to kill at that, but that whip.
And that whip just comes out. And when a problem comes around, you just whip it. And that problem's looking like Falcon right now.
Yeah.
Again, very impressive to see Fire actually bring it down to a one-stock situation.
Are you thinking that Soulbreaker is going to switch up this time, or is he going to stick with his tried and true?
I'm going to say stay, but we don't know what Soulbreaker's going to go up to. Ooh, okay. Oh, Soulbreaker actually being serious. All right.
He said, I have a chance for grand finals. I'm bringing my brain this whole time.
Wow, it actually took me this long to notice that BRK probably just stands for break.
Wow, you know, I didn't put that together either. I thought that was just his initial.
You know, the brain power functioning at 300% right now.
Listen, it's 9:40 on a Thursday night. My brain is...
Yeah, your brain is fizzling right now. Ooh, actually being able to drift in, just avoiding that axe so narrowly. Ooh, being able to fall through the platform and land 3 up airs in a row. Okay, it looks like Soulbreaker's just swinging right now, and so is Fire. And if it comes to a game of just swinging, it looks like Falcon's going to edge out Breaker just a little bit. Ooh, being able to hit him with the cross, getting him with the nair cross up. Ooh, spot dodging that, and Falcon punch punish.
No,
and Soulbreaker yelling out in agony as he suffers an SD. I don't know if the folks heard that. He just said, "Oh no!"
Oh, but takes back that stock pretty quick.
All right, so far.
Playing footsies here.
Yeah, we're just playing some mooch. Ooh, just got crossed off. The holy water bouncing off, actually hitting Richter. Ooh, being able to get the down throw. Didn't lead to the infamous triple nair. Oh, okay. It seems like Soulbreaker getting back into the groove of things, but as soon as I said that, a dare into the jab. All right, so far I'm just really admiring the fact that Fire is just able to adapt. This is such a hard matchup for a rushdown character generally. All right, just being hit by the cross with the. Yeah. But again, if you're throwing out those projectiles way too fast, it can also. Ooh, and the nair actually throwing him back into the stage, spiking that being an untechable stage spike. So no matter what Fire could have done. Ooh, and he caught the holy water. Immediately throw it. Wasn't looking for any setups. It was like, I just rely on what I got right now. Ooh, the Falcon kick being able to punish from a farther distance. And even though, ooh, being able to call out the neutral get up with the jab, throwing out the knee. Ooh, will the nair result in death? And it did not.
Oh, no.
And again, are you going to re-grab that ledge? That's going to leave you vulnerable.
Yeah.
And by God, my name is Falcon, and I'm looking for these dares. All right. Looks like Fire is actually turning this around right now, landing that Raptor boost to the up air. Let's see if, oh! All right, looks like the nerves are affecting both players right here. And one player saying, "Don't stop jumping." Just walking back and forth. Let's see how this is gonna result, people. This is very tense. All right, being able to get the back throw.
A little scared to go on the edge.
Yeah.
Traumatized with that stage spike.
Yeah, honestly, he did get stage spike, and it looks like and the up smash, and with the taunt at the very end, letting Soulbreaker know you ain't getting in this head.
That's crazy.
All right, very entertaining so far. We're looking at a 1-1 game. Let's see who's going to clutch out the next one. Both players being very animated over there. You love to see it. You love to hear it.
Oh yeah, I always love it when players just having fun with the match.
I actually did not see the stage that they chose. Did you get a chance to see it?
PS2.
Looks like we're back on PS2.
Tried and true. You know, if it ain't broke.
Tried and true, rinse and repeat. Follow steps 3 and 4 once again. All right, actually being able to get a quick 50 damage. And now it seems like Fire's really understanding the timing of when to come off stage. And look at this. He said, "Sir, you landed 50. I give you 60."
Soulbreaker bringing it back.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
Both players just honestly being able to capitalize so well from the disadvantage states of each.
Either one just needs one hit, one opening.
Yeah.
To bring them in like 40-50%.
Yeah, you got at least a guaranteed 40 that's just coming right at you.
Exactly.
Ooh, actually the back air being able to hit that crossback, very nice. The command grab. And Soulbreaker just air dodging. Ooh, throwing out an Aaron uppy, but both players actually slowing down their gameplay a lot. Like you like to see it, Soulbreaker just dashing back and forth.
Yeah. You catch him in that holy water, it's a forward smash coming your way.
Being able to get the confirm of the holy water to the smash. Fire saying, I roll in. The regret in the voice.
It's so funny to be able to get these players.
What's for dinner is spaghetti along with some regretti. Oh, actually
just
missing. Was that a DI situation or him hitting the stage? I don't know. I am not a Belmont main here. I don't know the specific frame data, but looking like Soulbreaker just has a bit of an understanding. The holy... Seriously. Just one little hit interrupted that enough. Is that going to be able to kill? Unfortunately not. Oh!
Fire does not want this to be a 3-stock situation.
No, definitely not. He's just trying to end this stock very early on, throwing out that knee. Ooh, trying to Falcon kick. Early stock for Fire right there. Soulbreaker with the 3-stock lead. Going with the classic run-up down smash. I want you to roll behind me and I want to kill you, sir. But 63 damage for the greed. Dash attack still not being able to kill. Oh, Falcon? Alright, and the jab.
Yeah, the gentleman kills, he does not need a buff.
Ooh, the holy water to the up smash. Now leading to the triple digits. That down smash just being a little too slow, leading to the double nair. Unfortunately, no knee. Fire wants this early stock. He's saying, please, sir, take the knee. Oh, and the axe actually being able to hit. It seems like Fire really was not expecting for that Nair one to land, not being really able to convert off of that. Trying to land with another Dare. But
these players could be.
Oh, and the forward throw coming out from Richter, being able to take out Falcon. So now we got 2-1. I actually never even noticed that Richter just throws up those 3 fingers. It's just like,
sad.
Hey guys. Imagine that. 3 stock.
Alright. So going on to game 4 here.
Nope.
It's game 4.
It's a game 4 situation right now. We got Soulbreaker with 2, Fire with 1. So if Soulbreaker clutches this out, then Corbin's Customs will be going up against Corbin right now, operating with the pressure of his parents. Let's see if Corbin's gonna freaking 3-0 the next player, whoever. Oh! Okay, both actually deciding to do a Doc Ditto.
Could be a really quick
Soulbreaker bringing out the 6th character?
Now, would you consider Dr. Mario a villain?
A villain? You know, I've actually never played any of his games, so I don't know. But him being a doctor, I'm assuming good?
Well, now you gotta factor in Big Pharma. So.
Big Pharma. Yeah. Dr. Mario represents Big Pharma.
As you're seeing here, they're both just dishing out their medicine.
No, I think there's just specifically trying to irritate Corbin here, it seems. These trolls. Ooh, King Crimson actually being able to get the smash attack. Oh wow, the neutral air actually being able to interrupt the smash attack coming out from Fire. It's just basically seeing who understands Dr. Mario more.
No,
wow, that Nair actually being able to interrupt that up smash 2 different times now. And again, Fire going for that up smash and being interrupted once more.
Yeah,
Seeing like Fire's gonna have to switch up the strategy, and
but the
unfortunately,
Chidori.
a DBZ moment, but Soulbreaker barely clings onto that stock. Oh, nice, a nice run up. Oh, showing him what he can do with that shimmy.
Moving on.
The schmovement. All right, being able to land it.
Players definitely having fun.
Okay, a quick 57, 72. And Soulbreaker just panic air dodging out, but being able to grab the platform. Let's see what Soulbreaker can do. And we both know when Mario or Dr. Mario landing with those fares, that's a big meaty hit.
Oh yeah.
Soulbreaker going for the hard read, and instead Fire just responding with the teabag. Both players just seem like they're having a fun time with this game right now.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, actually being able to miss the animation of that up smash and landing that back air. Fire actually being a little saucy. I'm seeing some more shimmies. I'm seeing some teabags. Oh!
With his own Chidori.
Oh my gosh! I wonder if these teabags are actually affecting Soulbreaker's gameplay.
It's getting in his head.
Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, is he going to be able to convert off of this?
Soulbreaker could still bring it back up.
And right now, Damptos is saying Nuts B-Jumps would easily take out this Dr. Mario. I mean, I definitely agree with you.
But would Nuts
but both of these characters
to play this Dr. Mario, you know?
I know. And both of these players are not Dr. Mario mains. Okay, so
Fire winning that match from an SD.
was this a voluntary throw by Soulbreaker to extend it out to Game 5?
To Game 5.
Because are we going to bring out the wrath of Corbin's Customs parents?
We're going to see Soulbreaker bring out the Pyra Mithra? Going back to Richter.
Alright, both of them decided to go back to their tried and true mains.
Get the real Game 4 in here.
Honestly, I'm just wondering at this point if Damp Toast is actually just B-Jumps.
Now, Damp Toast, are you just B-Jumps in disguise?
Yeah, reveal yourself.
And do you think B-Jumps could take this Richter or Falcon?
Yeah, actually.
That's what you're up against.
Yeah, let us know. Nah, still would. Alright.
Alright, bud.
So you're talking about both of these players right now?
Tell B-Jumps to come back
right now, Damp Toast is claiming easy clap on both of these players.
Damptos, we can talk about this after this match.
Yeah. Alright, being able to roll on the stage and getting the jab. The pace of this match is now moving a lot faster than the nice and friendly Dr. Mario match we were seeing earlier.
More serious match here.
Oh,
No big farmer to get in the way.
Yeah, no big farmer, just race cars and vampire killers. Ooh, air dodging out, and unfortunately, when you do that as Falcon, he will not be able to recover. I'm so sorry. Another run-up down smash, just wanting to end the stock of Richter. And being able to get 53 and being able... Oh my gosh, is this going to be the stock? Oh, nice being actually able to hang on long enough for the dare not to connect. Let's see if Fire is actually able to change the situation. He's down at 2 stocks. Alright,
taking his time.
Alright, Damptos just saying, I'm just a fan of Nuts Global, member of the Nuts Army. Honestly, I would be too, if that's what you get to say all the time.
Yeah. Damptos, be sure to tell everyone in the Nuts Army to come back to next Thursday or the Saturday tournament. Show off what they really got.
We had 3 representatives coming from Nuts Global, and unfortunately, all 3 of them got eliminated, even with the unfortunate situation of 2 of the Nuts Global players actually facing off against each other in the loser's bracket.
Oh, Richter really deep.
Yeah, seriously. Ooh, trying to go for the usual setup of the holy water to the charged up smash, but not being able to connect here. Ooh, getting the jab, but even at 180, still not killing.
Gosh, that tether goes.
Ooh, but yes, the jab right there at the edge.
That jab and jab.
And someone throwing out that I hate you. Again, just beautiful sportsmanship being displayed by both players here. Ooh, triple nair. All right, just actually being able to DI that.
SDI's out.
Wow, that like just being able to hit with the very tip. Let's see if Soulbreaker.
Oh, Soulbreaker baiting.
Ooh, and that forward throw we've already seen is gonna end up in a kill. B-Jumps versus Chubs was a sad sight to see. However, the game was riveting. Kind of contradictory, if you ask me, but I know what you mean. All right, let's see if Soulbreaker is going to be able to clutch it out against Fire. Really starting to get this grab gameplay down. Ooh, all right, actually being able to make it out. I thought that was going to be an SD. Oh, the axe being able to hit. Let's see if Fire can get back on the stage safely. All right, Falcon kicking to the center stage, throwing out the knee. Let's see if he gets punished for this. Dash attack being able to throw Falcon off. Oh, actually, and the command grab being able to avoid the cross. Oh, a nice little shimmy out.
Yeah, Soulbreaker is still just going for these tried and true projectiles on edge.
Just throwing out 3 different projectiles in your face, and this is death.
Sounds like Fire might have DI'd the wrong way.
Yeah, I believe Fire was going for a jump at the end, and when you're being thrown out, if you decide to go for the jump, it'll actually accelerate you going out.
Yep.
So best idea normally is to air dodge in or just be able to DI in incorrectly. So Soulbreaker being able to clutch out the game against Fire. Again, I'm just very impressed by Fire's overall performance. In usual games where you think a zoner would just defeat Falcon, he went up against Corbin, being able to take it down to the final game. And now Soulbreaker going up against Corbin's Customs.
Yeah.
Seems like we're going to get a rematch. The last time that we saw Soulbreaker versus Corbin, it was a 3-1 in Corbin's favor.
Yeah. So Corbin's Customs up against Soulbreaker going to bring the grand final rematch from Winners Finals. It's going to be interesting to see because Corbin's Custom has been able to just relax.
Corbin trying to call out Soulbreaker saying, are you going to play Richter all 3?
While Corbin's and Soulbreaker have this discussion, let's get back to Damn Toast talking about...
And Nuts Global should be in this final rig from the start.
Damn Toast, just really tell all your Nuts Army to just come to every tournament. Once they get a feel for all the players here, I'm sure we could see them getting into the finals.
Yeah, rematch, definitely. Yeah, we gotta find out if the Nuts Global, if there's some serious nuts or just some corn nuts. You know what I mean?
Once I see some of the Nuts Global members on stream, I could be inclined to become a fan.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll join the Nuts Global global clan.
If they'll have us.
Yeah, that's true. After this commentary, we might get reported to the Nuts Global headquarters right now.
We'll be on their hit list for sure. Yeah, but look, I was rooting for Little Man from Nuts Global.
Yeah, actually, I did really like Little Man.
That's the only one I got to see, but come back next time. You know?
And actually, let's see. Oh, so it looks like Spot Dog had won the game against Skylander Dude, went up against Gaiju the Yoshi, and then got 2-0'd from there.
Yeah, man. Damn Toast. Nuts
Interestingly
Global,
enough, Lepton, the Min-Min, got taken out by Walla the Bowser.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah. I actually was not expecting that, but then Pega just 3-0ing Walla. We've just been seeing an interesting turn of events in all of this bracket, all in all.
Yeah, this was an interesting tournament. Interesting to see how it's going to
Nuts Global will be back in the following weeks, unfortunately, with one less member.
Oh no, did someone get kicked from Nuts Global?
Yeah, was someone's performance so bad in Nuts Global that they were like, you're cut from the team, don't come back, kid.
That just lets me know there's an opening. One of us could get in.
If you guys need space for a commentator in Nuts Global, Curb is interested.
I play a bad Zelda, so just let me know. Hit me up. I could be in the same ranks as you guys.
With the casual insult, the little backhanded compliment.
If you're saying that your people could beat the people that were just in losers finals, you gotta have something to back that up.
True. Alright, so now we're seeing the run back Soulbreaker versus Corbin's Customs. Here we are in grand finals. We got the what is it that
not showing any fatigue from his last match.
Yeah, honestly, Soulbreaker just kind of and immediately taking 66 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, not being able to punish the early recovery coming out of Soulbreaker, but the minecart, is this going to lead to the spike? And at least the spike, but he's actually able to recover.
It's amazing how deep Horus can go with Steve here.
Seriously, he just like minecarts out and then he's able to use the upbeat to just somehow glide back to stage. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to be calling him Steven, you know, like Professor Steven.
He does
All
do
right.
all those equations.
in his head. I mean, he did. Ooh, and that S smash actually not being able to kill, using the air dodge as a tool for recovery, being able to come back. All right, right now. Ooh, actually that back air interacting and actually taking out the stock for.
Just getting away from those iframes and Soul Breaker has.
Yeah, he's. Oh, is this going to be early stock?
Oh
Oh,
my
and not
gosh.
Corbin just pushing Steve's recovery to the absolute
Those
limit.
mega hands.
Yeah, those block hands, even though it doesn't look like he has fingers. Ooh! But actually being able to hit through those 3 blocks, hitting with the tip of that whip, and actually taking the early stock right there as well. Both of these players seem to have a history. Both seem to have fun playing each other and controlling one another. Ooh, holy water to the nair, the F tilt. Very nice. For the fair.
Yeah. Both these players still like top of their game right now.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, look, we're seeing more comments from Dan Toast.
I know,
Little Man's
I know.
performance was at point. Did you really say? I actually like seeing Little Man. Little Man was
Little
representing
Man's
the
was the one
villager.
that made it on stream.
And the Julie, yeah, that is actually true. He will be taking a break and moving on to bigger and better things. Is he just going to do a new weekly? Alright, it's looking like, ooh, okay.
Minecart with the gold gun.
So Corbin being able to get the stock with that minecart, fishing for the up till not being able to get any conversion off of that. Both players just seem to be dancing around each other. Oh, and being able to land the anvil.
Saved him,
And
but that is
Soul
game
Breaker,
one.
not recovery. Corbin letting out a confident, oh yeah. 1-0 lead over Soul Breaker.
As exciting as that game was, I want to get back to talking with Dan Toast. Listen, Little Man's made it the furthest in all of the Nuts Global that were here.
Oh, are you
I don't
serious?
think he deserves to be taking a backseat.
Yeah.
Unless it's a personal decision, I completely understand.
Unless Damtos is Little Man's, and Little Man's is just being very hard on themselves.
Little Man's, if that's you, if you can hear this, I believe in you.
We have yet to decipher the identity of Damtos 3. And honestly, we're the first and the second ones.
Chubbs made it a little farther than Little Man in Losers, but that's only because he beat his own friend Bidgems.
He did.
So,
But yeah, Chubbs was taken out by Plato, a wolf player that
Dan
was here.
Toast, get me in touch with the Nuts Global Manager. I want to have a talk about Little Nuts.
We want to bring the whole Nuts Global roster and just put them up against competition both here on Thursday and Saturday.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Corbin actually being able to escape all the projectiles being thrown at him, but being caught in the holy water to the up smash. That holy water up smash is being the tried and true of Soul Breaker right now.
The parries from both players right now.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Right now, they're both entering the Ultra Instinct comp. He went for the greedy up smash read and just got punished.
But sometimes you gotta go for it, you know? Soul Breaker down one game.
Ooh, actually, look, changing up. He's building the wall with one extra.
Little extra protective barrier.
Yeah, because he understands that forward smash can just reach through the wall. I'm actually really, honestly, look at that. Really like seeing the
Puts it a little further into the stage.
Yeah, Corbin really seems to understand what Soul Breaker's going to go for and just seems to be deciphering his movement right now. Side B versus side B colliding, and it seems like Minecart beats out the cross by a little bit. Let's see if he goes for the spike attempt. Ooh, the cross actually saving the life of Soul Breaker. Let's see. Up smash.
Oh no.
Guaranteed dead.
Waited.
Yeah, he waited. He camped out. He was a Black Friday shopper. That was just.
Stop mashing.
He was camping out for that typical yellow one. Oh, and actually the up B being able to take out C pretty early. Alright, Minecart not being able to lead to anything else. Ooh, let's see how they. Ooh.
Corbin's really calling out these matches.
Yeah, seriously. It seems like he's utilizing the minecart a lot more. Look at that, just throwing that minecart into
He's
Soul
DIing
Breaker.
up just enough to avoid that second down air as well.
Ooh, nice parry to the grab. Being able to throw out the cross to the axe. Let's see if we can convert any more off this.
Corbin's just taking the upper.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
And actually,
Almost sabotaging himself with that block.
and how does Corbin do it every single time? Just being able to show that Steve's recovery is
These
insane.
block hands have magnets hitting them.
Yeah, actually. That's why you don't see fingers. It's just magnetized for ledge grabbing.
Exactly.
Ooh, being able to call out the minecart dash, jumping over, and actually controlling the edge right now. Ooh, being able to get the stock of the corner right now.
Soulbreaker wants to bring this to a good spot.
Yeah,
Or
you
just win it all.
Yeah, I'm assuming at this point both players definitely want to win it all. We just don't know how exactly it's going to go. Will this result in a Game 5 situation? Or will it close it out 3-0? We'll just have to see.
Doing a really good job just avoiding while still getting in the few hits that he needs.
Alright, yeah, Corbin just setting up the platforms going for the hits when Breaker decides to go high. F smash, but that block unfortunately intercepted. That would have been a guaranteed kill. Soulbreaker taking advantage of the new lease on life that he just got. Ooh, that air being able to connect.
And downloaded now.
Alright. Ooh, but the back air.
Almost killing.
Will he be able to recover? Yep, understanding very well. Was he able to get Diamond? It looks like he was.
Yeah, so Corbin's could very
Oh, wow. Okay, actually took out Breaker's stock pretty early. We cannot count Corbin out right now. Even though he's in the triple digits, he seems to know his 0 to 50 settings pretty well. Ooh, let's see what this results in right here. And actually, even though Soulbreaker was trying to do the mix-up, he still got caught.
really good string by
And look at that. Ooh, actually got hit. I'm surprised he didn't go for an anvil or a back air. Soulbreaker just really wanting to space all this out. Is this going to be it? And that was game. Soulbreaker letting out a cry of agony. It's Corbin's custom slowly evolving into the Soulbreaker himself.
Damn Toast, I appreciate the information. I will have a strongly worded email directed that way in Little Man's favor.
Okay, so is Damtos just a Nuts Global Media advisor? Oh, he would be how? Never mind. He's.
I'm just saying, I'm a Little Man's fan. I would hate to see him leave.
And honestly, I'm very surprised that nutsglobal@gmail.com was something that you were able to pay.
Yeah, how was the email not taken?
Yeah, like, how do you not have any numbers or underscores in that email? I'm sure some 13-year-old played that long ago.
So, game 3.
Alright, it looks like Steve was just getting caught up in the traps.
The whole time.
You know, honestly, I'm respecting that. He's decided to stick with his main. He knows what's tried and true. And look, just guaranteed 77 in less than 20 seconds. Alright, Corbin trying to go for the high recovery, trying to go for the mix-up. Ooh, that shield looking mighty low. Alright, let's see if Corbin's able to flip it around, seeing like Soulbreaker just turn this into third gear. I'm really liking that setup when he throws the holy water, forcing the people in the shield. He runs up, grabs them, and then forward throws them, because surprisingly, Breaker's got a kill from.
He gets the players right where he wants them, back into a corner and ledge.
And that right there, folks, is called conditioning.
Kevin Corbin's.
Alright, jumping over the minecart and landing with an air, throwing out the holy water. Ooh, another air. It seems like he's just throwing in air a lot more right now, and it's actually interrupting a lot of Corbin's moves. Oh my gosh. Soulbreaker seemed to turn on a new gear. Cross being able to hit him right out of the minecart.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Yeah, Soulbreaker bringing it all in.
But actually being able to get the F smash off the platform. Let's see if Corbin will be able to clutch out this stock.
Yeah, you can tell Corbin's
Holy water.
a little more defensive.
Yeah, you get Soulbreaker's keeping him on his toes right now. And again, this is a mental game. If you all of a sudden, in less than 2 minutes, have 2 of your stocks disappear, you gotta be scrambling a little bit.
You've got to bring it back.
Alright, that fair actually being able to kill. So now let's see if Corbin's going to be able to turn this around, or Soulbreaker's just going to let him know.
Corbin could win this game. Bring it to a winner for grand finals, but let's see how Soulbreaker does. Oh my gosh.
And that holy water into the up smash, the tried and the true. I don't know what happened with Soulbreaker. I don't know if he decided to go Ultra Instinct, you know, if he just turned it on right now. And let's see, Damtos letting us know the Gmail name is taken, but Nuts Global invested its purchase.
Nuts Global, a legit.
I feel like we're just committing to the longest troll of all time right now.
Yeah, either this is a legit esports team or we are just having some fun. I'm fine with it either way.
Yeah, honestly, we're all about having fun here, and I'm just glad
if I can
that...
save my man, Little Man's, I'll do whatever it takes.
Bring back
I was
Little
really rooting
Man's.
for him.
Yeah, Damtos, if you could just please reach out to the media coordinator of Nuts Global and let them know that personally, Little Man's...
Just let them know Little Man's gained 2 fans this week at this tournament. So I don't think he deserves to be cut. But anyways, it's a game.
All right, so now we're back on the game 4, and I'm actually loving seeing that Soulbreaker is deciding to still stick with Richter, not trying to be saucy.
Yeah, it's interesting to see him like stick with his main because he knows this is the last game of the night.
Ooh, the end was dropped, but just narrowly dodging out of there just in time. Again, Soulbreaker just applying that nice shield pressure. Is Corbin going to stay in that shield, get it broken, or just do different approach options?
Yeah, we've seen Soulbreaker really just takes advantage of when Corbin sits in steel.
Yeah, honestly, it just seems like right now Soulbreaker is speeding up the gameplay tremendously, and Corbin is just being caught in that whirlwind.
Yeah. Soulbreaker with a good mix-up, running up down smash.
Being able to actually read in between the 2 blocks and getting that accurate tilt.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! Okay. Ooh, but unfortunately the back air.
Yeah.
Ooh, just being able to mash out and just get out, just barely hitting with the anvil coming down.
Yeah, Corbin really wants to win this. I don't think he wants to bring it to a good.
Yeah, for sure, but it
that
seems...
could be causing the play a little less strategically.
Maybe we got Corbin's custom parents out in the parking lot right now being like, Corbin, if you don't finish this right now...
Corbin, if you don't win this money...
Ooh, the tried and the true, the holy water, the up smash.
That holy water has led into so many kills for Soulbreaker. Namek got disconnected a little bit, but he's...
Yeah, I'm back. Who knew how long my mic was out for, but hey.
It was good commentary anyways. I appreciated it, and no one else could hear it.
Yeah, there you go. Again, Soulbreaker still having a 3-stock lead over Corbin's Customs. Corbin had a nice demonstration of just taking 2 games off, but ooh, okay, the up tilt. Okay, Corbin.
Corbin's got diamonds now. Could be bringing this game back. Could win.
Yeah, definitely. You can just never count any of these players out. Ooh, being able to get the C, and nice. He actually corrected his mistake from the last time and decided to go for the fair instead of the bear. Alright. Ooh, was actually able to clutch out the stock. Now we're in a last stock situation.
Is Corbin looking for this win? I just got to win for myself, knowing that Little Man's position is being reevaluated in Nuts Global. Just to update everyone.
And you know what? Nuts Global just got added with the reserve symbol, so I'm really glad they were able to take that to the copyright office.
Yeah, I'm glad they got that in the middle of stream.
Yeah, honestly, like this late at night, I know the government buildings are all open, and they can for sure follow that information
Just
right
about
away.
as tough as this last stock
Ooh,
situation.
oh my god! Being able to take it out,
Almost
but
killing
the
it.
DI looking good from Soulbreaker actually being able to get back on the stage. How interesting. It went from Soulbreaker having 3 stocks, Corbin to 1, and Corbin just narrowly bringing it down to 1. Oh my!
Both these players are playing super defensive.
Up throw still not being able to kill FD, having a pretty high ceiling.
Soulbreaker's a hit away from this stock.
Honestly, both of these players. Ooh!
Yeah, Corbin's
Nice.
low on materials.
Decided to go for the bear, and that takes out Soulbreaker stock. Corbin's Customs
Yeah, Corbin's winning.
Sink or swim, number 77, the resident Steve main. Everybody give a hand, give a virtual hand, however it
bring it
knows.
back. Super happy for him.
Proud of you, Corbin.
Yeah.
You clutched it out.
Corbin definitely showed promise last time.
Alright, folks, this did run a little later than we did expect, but every Thursday here we have it open from 5 to 7. The tournament officially starts at 7 over here at GameSync, and every Saturday it opens up at 10. Tournament will start at 12. All skill levels are welcome. If you want to test out your skill, if you know you're good, or if you know you're bad and you just want to have fun, please come through and just join the tournament.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but Damn Toast 3. We want to see it here.
We want to see the whole Nuts Global Army
Yeah,
here
we want to see the Nuts
Saturday or
Global crew
Thursday
pull up.
and win a tournament. Show off what Nuts Global has to show.
All right,
tonight
everyone.
we're
It
celebrating
was a pleasure to
Columbus.
commentate. My name is Namek.
This is Curb, and we will be ending this off here. Be sure to check out the Discord and everything on Smash GG. Sign up for the tournaments. We'd love to have you here.